York. Don.
I got to divorce my wife and have my kids bleed out because the Giant game's on. Otherwise, I'm not a real fan.
Hahn.
What kind of fan are you?
Not a good one.
And Rosenberg.
The Peter haters who call, stupid. The Peter fans who call, very bright.
This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, like you dream about. And for all the people who specifically, guys, we have a crowd out there who cares very deeply about who's in studio when. I hope they're all celebrating today that Rosenberg is in the studio alone and drove through an actual monsoon to be here. I hope everyone is Don, cats and dogs, you don't know what's going on. You're across the country, for God's sake.
That's right.
It is Ghostbusters outside, okay? It is madness, but I'm here. I hope everyone's happy. And we're ready for a big day. How you doing, guys?
I'm good. There's a reason why I'm not there, and it's family related, but in a good way.
Oh, I love that it's a good way.
Yeah. So I brag a lot about my kids because they are doing great things. And as I told you guys the other day when I was watching with one eye while also paying attention to the show with my other eye, I was trying to get as much of Gracie's first playoff game in through YouTube. And I hated not being there. Well, they advanced, as I told you guys, and they play tonight, and it's right near my house, and it's right after the show, like literally right after the show. And so I asked if it would be okay if I could go see her play. I cannot see if they advance to the championship. I can't be there. The Knicks are playing that night. I'm calling the game. So I thought, would it be all right if I just not take a snow day, but just do a remote day? So I could get there and see her play, perhaps for the last time as a high school volleyball player. So that's it.
That's beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. This is a nice thing.
So go Friars. Let's win tonight.
Go Friars, baby. That's what I always say.
You always say that, don't you?
Oh, yeah, don't. You kidding me? And Don, how about you? How are you doing out there in San Jose?
It's nice. It's a little overcast today, but it was like 60. Took a nice walk. There's a huge mall near the hotel. If you ever want to just feel like you're back home, go to a mall.
Home.
Because you'll feel like you're in any place USA. Doesn't matter where you are. Portland, Oregon, San Jose, California, Nebraska. You go to a mall, you're walking past the Macy's, you're walking past the Bloomingdales, you're walking back.
Can I tell you what? You want to know the funniest thing about that, Don?
I might as well be in Paramus, New Jersey.
Well, but here's the beauty of that. Here's the beauty, because the United States, our number one export, respectfully, is selling crap. So you can now do this. You could be in France. You could be in, from what I've been told, and I guess I'll probably find out at the end of January, you could be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Every mall in the world. I went to a Westfield shopping town in a Westfield shopping center in France this summer. And you're like, wait a second, am I in Paramus, New Jersey? Oh, no, this is France. So it is true. It will always take you right back.
But it was cool last night because, we wanted to watch the World Series. So there's a chain
You and the crew?
Called The Yard. Yes, The Yard. And I don't know if there's any in New York, but I know they're around the country.
It's not a yard. It's not a yard
place.
house, is it?
Yard house. I'm sorry. Yes.
Oh, you kidding? It's the yard house. I am known as one of the biggest yard house guys in the business today.
No, it's awesome.
You're a big yard house.
Oh, it's a Wednesday, and
huge.
The place is packed for the World Series. And even though we're in Northern California here, there was quite a few Dodger fans too. But it was a nice night out, getting ready for Devils and Sharks tonight. And the trip will continue in L.A. over the weekend. But I'm ready.
All right, well, I'm glad that you guys are shot out of a cannon. We have a lot of things we're going to get to. We're live on the old YouTube machine. If it suits you, come on over to the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Pound subscribe. Mash the likes. What else do they do, Alan?
Slam it. Hammer it. You want to hammer it, we'll allow it.
Whatever it is. Slam it, hammer it, slammer it. Do it all.
All of it.
By the way, I do want you to know that Alana made brownies today.
I'm devastated.
So I got to tell you, man.
Devastated.
I had two because there were two trays of them. And when I got to the table, there were two left in the first tray. and almost all, I think all but one in the second tray. So I helped myself to two.
Describe for me, please.
All right, I will.
Give me a break. Give me a Carlin's Corner.
Yeah, a Carlin's Corner example? Well,
yeah, Carlin's Corner too. Give me. No.
Oh, sorry.
That,
sorry. No, sorry.
Come on.
No, it's not right.
The guy's never going to live this down.
I didn't have the drop ready, so I had to act it.
Well, I think everywhere else he does, but not this show.
So I can't do the job Carlin does because he's an artist with the words, but they're very chocolatey, very chewy, kind of like a double chocolate situation.
Okay.
She included a vanilla icing sort of across half of each brownie. So, like, each brownie almost has, like, a slight vanilla shell to it. I mean, it's like you dream about. I mean, I don't want to make you guys feel bad.
That's where I figured you were going to go next.
Yeah, no, this is...
Be calling me, man.
No, it's crazy. So, anyways, it's good times here in the old Good Karma studios here in Lower Manhattan. But the conversation we were having before the show began was about the play of Daniel Jones. And with that, guys, there's a lot of different angles that leads to in terms of how you view the current Giants regime, certainly, and also a broader conversation of just recently why can't quarterbacks seem to get it right here in New York. And the conversation happened on Get Up today. And let's hear from a few people. We'll start with Jason McCourty talking about the play of Daniel Jones.
The team is more than legit. They have so much talent. More importantly, they are well coached because you're seeing a version of Daniel Jones that we have never seen. Yes, he's played good at times, but it is a stark contrast between where he was a year ago with the Giants and where he is now with the Colts. And for me, it begs the question, why couldn't we get this out of him in Daboll with the Giants? There is something to be said there because the way they're running this offense, how definitive, how confident Daniel Jones is playing, he knows where his outlet's going to be, when and where, and also he's playing horizontally, he's reading through progression. He's the version of Daniel Jones that you hoped for when he was drafted top 10 in the first place. That should be taken into account. He is with coaching that is getting the most talent out of him, and it's not like Sam Darnold where he's gone from this track to that track. He's had rep, he's had adversity. A year ago today, he was the Giants starting quarterback.
I think that's an interesting distinction there.
The soundtrack, Don, you must have loved that. I mean, that
wasn't bad.
I was waiting for Metallica to just start singing.
Yeah, I kind of dug the vibe there for Jason McCourty. He keeps that band with him. But Alan, I did think that was an interesting distinction to point out because it's easy to be lazy and throw Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones into the exact same conversation.
Yeah.
But Sam Darnold is interesting because he's gone on a journey, like a sabbatical through multiple teams in Carolina and San Francisco, and he found his way to where he is now in Seattle. Whereas the Daniel Jones thing, it's apples to apples. He was the New York quarterback last year. He is the Indy quarterback this year, and you just see such a gigantic difference.
The Daniel Jones part of it, I'm not buying the market thing here. This is a franchise failure. And I just feel like from the day Daboll showed up, Daniel Jones was treated like the redhead stepchild. Like, we have you, but we don't really want you. Right, like that's what it seemed like with him. And even with the success they had that first year, it was almost in spite of Daniel Jones. It was a struggle for Daboll to credit him. And you never saw, look, by the way, all you have to see is how Daboll treats Dart like it's his own son, flesh and blood. Practically kisses him.
Oh, the first win. I thought he was in it. It was like when Aaron Rodgers got tackled by one of his linemen. I mean, Daboll absolutely lost it.
Yes. And again, I understand why. Because you were handpicked. You were the chosen one. So I understand why Daboll would care a little bit more, be a little more invested in Jackson Dart. But to say that Daniel Jones' success is because he got out of New York, I don't think it has anything to do with the market. It had to do with the franchise and what was going on around him. They failed him. The owner said it. They failed him. That's what that was. And to the kid's credit, when he moved on, when they traded him, he kind of just got back to work, and when he found an opportunity to play, he was supposed to be the backup in Indianapolis. He wasn't supposed to be the starting quarterback, but he chose a good place to go because the starting quarterback there, Anthony Richardson, was a guy that, A, could never stay healthy, and B, you weren't really sure if he was ready to be a starter. So he was in the right place, and he was ready, and success comes when opportunity and preparation meet. And that's exactly what happened for Daniel Jones. He's always been ready to play this way. All he has now is support because he already look, he's got Jonathan Taylor, a great running back, who really is the centerpiece of the offense. And he had Saquon Barkley. So it's not as if, well, he didn't have the same tools in New York with the Giants. So what else could it be? I think it's simply that he doesn't feel like, when you talk about pressure, it's not media pressure, it's not fan pressure. It's the pressure that every mistake I make, I'm being pounded for it by the coach. He's blaming me outright all the time. And I think for anybody, that's a difficult place to develop.
Well, Alan, don't look at it as he succumbed to the pressure of New York. Maybe it's just a case of there's built-in pressure because everything the Giants did with him is because it's New York. Is Daboll all over him because he's feeling the dogs at the door?
So he's
feeling
deflecting the pressure. Yeah, okay.
To win.
Yeah.
Because you go back to yesterday, we had the conversation about Carl Banks and his comments about Dexter Lawrence. That doesn't happen anywhere else in the NFL. Anywhere. But it happens in New York because in New York, there's accountability. And the media is tough because the fans are tough. All right? So it's not I can't handle New York and the pressure that New York gives us. It's everything. How the organization handles Daniel Jones, the pressure to win from within because of where you are. You can't have the slow burn that you other organizations can have, right? They felt the pressure right away. What do? Do we keep Daniel Jones? Do we not keep Daniel Jones? Because I didn't draft him, but we don't have another quarterback. We got to win now. We got to feed off of what we did in 2022. Otherwise, everybody's going to think we're a failure. There is a cloud that hangs over not all the New York franchises, but the big ones. The Yankees, Giants, Knicks, Mets, Jets, Rangers to a certain extent, where it's just different. And the decisions that you make are because of where you are. And so did Daniel Jones fail because he's in New York and the pressure of not being able to handle it? No. But did he have extra layers to go through? Did the organization apply more pressure to him because the name New York is before the Giants? Where if we're in Minnesota, if we're in any other market,
so you know what it sounds
maybe
like?
It's handled completely different.
So you know what it sounds like to me? The question isn't so much about how affected the quarterbacks are by the market. It's how affected the coaches are by the market.
The coaches, the general manager, the owner, everything. It's just different, Peter. It's
like it trickles down to the quarterback, but it's really running through the entire organization.
We'll give you I'll give you an example of something that's close to me, okay?
All right.
The Rangers and the Devils. The Devils are where they are because you know what? They were bad for a few years. Mm-hmm. They could afford to be. They were in New Jersey. They didn't have the same pressure, the same media pressure that the Rangers are under as an Original Six franchise playing in Manhattan. So the Rangers had to accelerate their rebuild. They couldn't afford, even after the letter, Alan, they couldn't afford to take 2-3 years off.
Right.
So as soon as Panarin came available, bang, sign him. And now we're going to accelerate the rebuild because our fans pay more money and we're on Broadway and we've got to take advantage of that. Where other franchises could be like, all right, you know what? We could be patient, and not worry about the scrutiny of the media and the fans being all over us. Even though they're in the same market, they're looked at differently. When you're the Rangers, when you're the Knicks, when you're the Yankees, when you're the Giants, you're under a different set of pressures and circumstances than I think any other franchise in your respective sports.
I'll buy that. It's basically a transfer of pressure onto the players. Because the Yankees have talked about the fact that they do put the work in on players they bring in and whether or not they're good under pressure. I was reading something that the Yankees did research on Sonny Gray. And Sonny Gray, where did he pitch? Was it it was somewhere in the SEC, or maybe the Big 12. It was like a Texas school. And he would always get the Friday night game. Because the Friday night game, that's the big game. That's what everybody's there. It's a big crowd. It's like that's the big game, the big pressure game, the big profile game. And he always got the ball for the Friday night game. And it's like, all right, this is a big game pitcher. But then he came to New York and he melted. So is it that the organizations don't do a good job? I don't want to say shielding the players from it, obviously, because it's almost impossible to do that. But there has to be a way to do a better job with some of the players that come in here. could you argue, as we're doing this, like maybe is Karl-Anthony Towns feeling this right now? The New York thing.
Well, there's a great example of that.
Because of what the Giannis stuff hanging over the franchise, and also everybody staring at him like, you're supposed to be great just like Brunson, and if you don't live up to it 4 games in, everybody's going to be on your case. It is a real thing. I could see it with Sam. He was very young. The Jets were a disaster. They threw him right to the Wolves. And, he had to be great, and he had good moments, and then he had bad moments. He was seeing ghosts. Like, he was an honest kid who realized this is a bad place to be honest, right? And Zach Wilson never had a chance, A, because he wasn't good enough, but B, same reasons. They didn't have a true backup quarterback. Remember, they didn't have a veteran backup for him at the very beginning. Like, that made no sense. He had no guidance whatsoever. So to me, I still blame the franchises more than I blame the players.
But the Knicks are a great example. The Knicks went from 3 years ago, hey, can we have a good team, to now you got to win.
Yeah.
Now we got to win. We have to turn the corner here. We fired a coach because he wasn't ready to win. He couldn't take us to the promised land. Now, in 5 minutes, they go from rebuild to now championship or die. That doesn't happen everywhere. It happens in New York, and it's also happening for a team that hasn't won a championship since 1973. Yankees haven't won a championship since 2009. People are taken to the streets. There's a lot of other cities where they'd be thrilled that they can remember the last time their team won a championship. So, hey, it happens in Pittsburgh, too. They hate Tomlin. They're ready to blow that thing up because they had the audacity of not winning a playoff game in the decade, even though every year they finish above 500. Certain standards are set that you got to live up to. But I think no other place but New York where it is on you. And there's no, hey, we'll give it another try. Hey, we'll give it another year. Let's see. There's that pressure that even players, Alan, that can handle it, that were in other places, in tough cities, in tough circumstances, come here and it's like on steroids. And it's all over you. Where just winning's not enough.
Then what's
just
the
being
answer?
good's not enough.
I mean, listen.
What's the answer? That's the problem. Like, what's the answer?
You mean, how do you change it?
Well, think about it. How do you fix it if that's really the problem? And then or is it as simple as a guy like Jalen Brunson, you have to have, because I thought Daniel Jones, he was also ice water. They made all the comparisons to Eli because, he wasn't very emotional. He had the same faces and stuff. But Eli, as you know, Eli was a vault. Like he was impenetrable. It didn't matter he didn't care what you said about him. In fact, as we're learning now, he loves to make fun of himself. So for him, he doesn't take it personal. It doesn't affect his ego and his confidence. Jalen Brunson's kind of the same way. Well, Jalen Brunson just comes into the town. He knows what it's about, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Like your criticism, he just looks at it just like, whatever, that's you. Like it doesn't affect him like some people. It just eats them alive, and they can't they can't avoid the criticism for whatever reason. So how do you find those guys then? And do you pass up on a mega talent? Because, well, he's got rabbit ears, though, and he'll never make it in this town. But then he goes somewhere else, and he's a legend. It's extremely difficult to figure this out if you're running it. Like, if I'm a general manager, and I'm trying to get the best players possible, and now I've got to throw in the caveat of, well, if he's very sensitive to criticism, he's going to have a hard time here, so we should pass on a generational talent because he won't make it here.
Well, maybe it's just a question of the organization itself. Like the Giants, for example. John Mara saying, don't worry about what's being said. Worry about what I say. I will be the one to tell you how long it's going to take.
Easier said than
Don't listen to the fans. Don't listen to the media. Be stronger than that. Let them cry. Let them bitch and moan. We are going to be on our timetable. We're going to do it the way we want to do it. And that's easier said than done. But or put a support system like they did with Eli. They put a support system around Eli, right? Shockey's a problem. He's gone. They lucked out. Tiki Barber retired because apparently Tiki wasn't a big fan of Eli. He retired. Allowed him to grow. Make sure, I got Amani Toomer there. I got Michael Strahan there. I've got a coach that's been around, that coached in a couple of championship games, that won a Super Bowl as an assistant. So make sure that when you've got young guys that you're not sure about, you put a good support system around them. You build around finding the right guy, but also as that right guy is maturing, making sure there's leadership around him and an organization that can black out the noise. Like I said, the Rangers put out a letter, but then all of a sudden they got crazy and they wanted to take advantage and jump in and accelerate the rebuild. Be on your own timeline and take the slings and arrows. Right? Is that Can you do that as an organization?
Well, in the case of the Jets, you don't have a choice because what you've tried to do in the last 15 years has failed miserably. So the only thing you can do is stop worrying about accelerating, like I always say, advance the cause. That's a franchise where you can't come in and try to advance the cause. What you have to do is have the patient approach and make sure every decision is painstakingly the right one, right? You can't worry about losing because how much more, like how bad can it get, right? At this point, everything you've been through, how much worse could it possibly get for the Jets? But everybody else, I don't know if you could have that type of approach because there is an urgency, especially if I'm an owner that spends as much as Steinbrenner spends, Dolan spends, Cohen spends. Right? Like, think about the amount of the millions that they're spending and the luxury tax money that they're spending to try to field good teams. If I'm writing that check, I want results.
That's part of it, too. In other markets, they know there's going to be a budget. So their expectations might be curtailed because of that.
Fair.
But when you're in New York and you know, especially in baseball where there's no salary cap, that, well, money shouldn't be an issue. So a championship should be on the table for us. Where they can't think about that in Milwaukee because they know there's going to be a budget and they got to figure out a different way. So there's just a lot of circumstances that develop into it. And I keep thinking about, we complain about, again, no offense to NYCFC or the Liberty, but of the Big Four, we haven't had a championship in over a decade. And look how the scrutiny has changed over that decade with social media, with the pressure that is, it's always been tough, but it's even more beyond the media and the fans. There's so many other things that come with that it's probably no coincidence that we've gone this long without seeing a championship from those Big Four.
And you have to remember, the Major Four have double the teams. So you're talking about a ton of teams that it adds up to not have any championships during that time. You look at Los Angeles, for example, another city that has double teams across the major sports, but they got rings jingling and jangling, as Don would say, over the last several years.
And I just wonder, Peter, and I think this is a really valid question because I don't necessarily know the answer. I think I do, but I don't know definitively. If the Dodgers end up losing this series, are they going to get crushed by their media? Are they going to get crushed by their fans? Or are they going to be given, hey, thanks for the ride, man. That was a great World Series last year. You went back to the World Series, and there won't be that pressure or embarrassment that the Yankees faced last year when they failed.
Well, I maintain this, and we'll continue this on the other side. But, you know, Michael and I, and Alan now is in the category, too, of guys who at some point wrote for a tabloid newspaper. And Michael was always very defensive. And I know that the sports section, for example, the New York Post does a tremendous job. That does not change the fact that they sell that paper with the back page. And Los Angeles and other markets may be big, and they may have big sports pages, but they don't have back pages that say things like, for example, 2 weeks ago, worst loss ever in huge caps. Yeah. That is a New York thing. And even though newspapers, Don, people aren't reading the op-eds the way they used to, they are seeing that when they walk past the newsstand. And it does make things tough. Now, guys.
Now, wait.
No.
Just to tease. No, I know where you're going here. I want to come back to combat what you just said.
Okay, of course you do. These newspaper guys, Don. These newspaper men. Real quick, Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time.
I like when he holds it.
It's totally time.
It feels longer every day. That's what she said. Rangers and the Oilers. Coverage immediately following Dan Grassa right here on 880. That's at 8:30 tonight. The Islanders and the Hurricanes at 7:30. And, of course, you know.
No Barzell.
Don is in San Jose. Devils, Sharks, 10 o'clock. We'll be locked in to hear what amazing calls Don has on the T-Wee. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. We'll stay on this and have a lot more to get to as well. 1-800-919-3776. It's DHR on Halloween Eve.
Right now at Bay Ridge Honda, fall into savings with unstoppable savings across their full lineup of Honda cars, trucks, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs during the Fall for Honda sales event. You can get the HR-V all-wheel drive LX for $299 a month with zero down during the Fall for Honda sales event. Plus, receive thousands in benefits and savings with their Bay Ridge Plus Advantage plan. Upfront pricing, total peace of mind. Visit BayRidgeHonda.com. 39 months lease, 10,000 miles per year, zero down plus tax, tag, and fees. See dealer for full details.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
There he goes to the 20, 10, 5. That's a Jet touchdown. That's a Jet touchdown.
Jets fans, be there at MetLife Stadium to see the New York Jets take on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, November 9th at 1 p.m., presented by Verizon. Don't miss your chance to experience the excitement of game day at MetLife Stadium and cheer on your Jets. Lock in your seats at nyjets.com/tickets and get ready to clear the runway.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon. Just no easy way to get around with the rough weather moving through. We've got a checkpoint over at the Verrazano on either side. Empty tractor trailer and tandem trailer band with the high winds moving through. That is, you jammed on the outbound Gowanus in Brooklyn. You're backed up the entire length of the westbound BQE from the LIE in Queens. Staten Island Expressway eastbound at a standstill from the West Shore. Inbound George going to run you about an hour for the upper deck. Lower level about a 20 to 30 minute ride. Heading over to the outbound George, just no easy way to do it. Cross Bronx westbound, going to run you over an hour from the Bruckner on through. Outbound Lincoln about 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Hahn will cost you 45 plus. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5-Hour Energy Shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, from watermelon to strawberry banana to sour apple. Packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle, you'll get as much caffeine as 12-ounce premium coffee with 0 sugar and also 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a flavor upgrade.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Yeah.
Don. Oh. What is this, Jacob?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't know?
You don't know what this is?
CCR.
Which song?
Who'll Stop the Rain.
Oh,
You were just complaining about it.
I was complaining about the rain.
Yes.
Yeah, I was complaining about the rain, but I didn't realize that that meant we were going to play Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Why not?
I mean, I'm totally fine with it. You know, I enjoy it as much as the next guy. I don't really know CCR very well.
Well, that's your fault.
Well, hold on. You don't need to attack
because they're a gem.
I didn't say anything, but I didn't say anything bad either. I liked it. It sounded nice.
Well, that's a shame.
I didn't like his attitude.
This whole thing's a shame. Between this and Do You Know the Way to San Jose?
I didn't know that one either. These are just songs that are tough to find a use in my life. I bought a handful of Creedence records before, but again, I didn't grow up on it. I didn't have an older brother listen to Creedence. I didn't have parents who listened to Creedence. No one in my school was listening to Creedence. There was no. I didn't listen to the classic. I guess the classic rock station would have played some Creedence, right?
Oh yeah,
of course, it's a staple.
Welcome back to Don Hahn and Rosenberg on this. I mean, when I say rainy, it's insane. Natalie sent me a video.
Don, is it raining in New York?
It's raining.
A lot of rain. Lot of rain.
You say... Never mind.
Is it raining on Long Island?
Yes. Yeah, it's still. It's also raining leaves. Today was the day. This is a full autumn day today now.
Are
it's
you
over October?
Do you have Do you have a full Halloween plan tomorrow, Alan? What's the situation?
Yeah, situation is I'll be doing our show and then Knicks Bulls in the studio at MSG. So that's it.
So you'll be in space tomorrow?
Yes. I don't get to do anything tomorrow, really. That's fun.
Don, is it hard for you to miss Halloween?
Yeah, this is always this will be the first one that I flat out miss. And now it's really important to them. They got tons of stuff today, tons of stuff tomorrow.
What are they dressing up as?
She made this up because she's a fairy, but she was able to get some things to make it look like a unicorn fairy. So she's a unicorn fairy, two of her favorite things combined. And I don't know if you're familiar with the
Work of David Blow,
Five Nights at Freddy's or something.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's, the big one.
Now, obviously, they're too young to see it, but he, for whatever reason, likes one of the characters, and he's dressed up as one of the characters. So it's I don't know if it's a dog, what exactly. I could send you the picture, though. It's cute.
Well, I'm sorry that you're going to end up missing.
Nah, it's just things. But what are you going to do?
You'll get a little FaceTime. What's the travel schedule tomorrow?
We'll go to L.A. after the game tonight, and it'll be an off day doing the show from the ESPN affiliate. I hope they lock that down. I didn't talk to John. Hope I don't want to knock on the door like,
oh boy,
this.
Yeah.
And then Saturday game, Sunday in Anaheim, and then I'm coming home Monday.
He's coming home.
So I was going to go to when he said, "I hope they let me in." A little Wings action. Somebody's knocking at the door.
Somebody's
ringing the bell. That's Don.
Do me a favor.
Open the door. Let him in.
But no, I've been told we're good. We're good.
We're all set.
Oh, it's a good spot, man. You'll love it. You'll love it there.
No, I was there. The last time I was there, under way different circumstances.
Yeah.
Was before calling Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final in 2014.
Look at you.
Wow.
God.
Oh, Ryan Rucco reaching out saying, "Missing Halloween, so tough, man. I feel for you." Isn't that what a mensch?
What a great guy.
Good people. We love Rooks.
Rucco now into baby number 2 land for Halloween. He's got 2 babies to dress up.
That's fun.
What's Ryan's older kid is what, 4?
Is 4 already?
I think 4. I think she's 4, yeah. That's my guess. So hopefully everyone's got their plans in order.
Wait, what are you dressing up Maya as?
I'm glad you asked. She has a couple of costumes. Last weekend when we went to Laura's daughter's birthday, she was dressed up as Chucky. She had the whole good guys, overalls with the shirt.
Tremendous.
But we didn't put the wig on her because we didn't think she'd be willing to do it. I would like to see the full outfit with the wig because I think it needs the Chucky wig to fully work. But she was very cute. And then we also have a 101 Dalmatians thing going where Natalie has a Cruella de Vil costume and she has Dalmatian costumes for Maya, me, and Bear.
Yeah, gonna need that photo.
That's what you're looking for?
Yes, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so we will all be Dalmatians tomorrow. That's the plan.
I got confirmation. Evie is 4.
See, Ruco, who loves you, pal?
Remy is 4 months, and
that's a good
Evie
gap.
will be a witch, and Remy is going to be Harry Potter.
Even better. See, four's the right gap. I'm telling you right now. Four's a solid.
I was
solid
3.5
gap.
with David.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, Alan was giving me this advice yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because he was saying to wait a little bit because a lot of people are like starting to say time for another one, and I'm going, we're not ready for another one. We're still, literally Maya today was inches from full on crawling. Okay, she's like right at the doorstep of full on crawling. She's figuring it out. We're going through all the things with her. I'm not ready to think about the prospect of bringing another human into the world.
No.
And
Plus, you want Maya to have that time until she's old enough to then see a baby and think, oh, it's a doll. I can dress it up and have fun and appreciate the child.
Right.
Rather than
not want to attack it, not want to punch it.
Well, not look at it like it's competition, right?
I think it's a great piece of advice by Alan. I appreciated it.
But you know what's happening here, Peter?
Go ahead.
Is that you're a team in New York. And the outside noise, like the media and the fans are telling you to have another child quickly. And you're like, no, I'm not ready.
Right.
But all of a sudden you start to hear the noise, and
it's
now
exactly
you
right.
do something that you're not prepared to do, and you're feeling it. That's the problem.
Look at Don bringing it back. Look at him grabbing the wheel and steering us right back on course with the calls that we have.
You know what, though? But I got news for you.
He's the man.
I got news for you, though. Maya, she ain't no Daniel Jones. And she's not Sam Darnold. She's Jaden Daniels. Okay, she's Rookie of the Year.
She can handle it.
She's got this, okay? So this organization, we're going to pull this thing together, and we're not going to hear the noise. We're just going to make our decision. Let's hear from the people who have many things to say about this exact situation we're discussing. We'll start things off with good old Manny in Flushing. What's up, Manny?
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good, guys. Listen, look, first off, before I want to get into what you're discussing this, but by the way, shout out to Hahn, to your company, MSG, for getting Steve Novak, the Novak days, brings back a lot of memories in the early 2010s when he goes that discount company. Shout out to your company. Anyway, listen, man, being a New York athlete is like the toughest I think it's one of the most toughest jobs in America, in my opinion, because they expect you to do great. Because when you're an athlete in a bigger market like New York, LA, Philadelphia, Chicago, and I could put Boston or Miami, Miami, they expect you to do great. And also for the Towels situation is like, look, at the end of the day, Towels, he's been in the league for 10 years. He's been on trade rumors almost every year, dating back to his Minnesota days. And look, I know that he's disappointed that there's the rumors. I don't know allegedly, but it's mentally in his head. But it seems like he. I remember a week ago that when he mentioned about how to adjust the offense, but it's just like he has habits that he needs to stop. Like, for example, with the lazy fouls early in the game, as well as not engaged in the defensive set. Because if you watch those last 4 games, the Knicks suck at the third quarter. Even though they won the first 2 games, but they always struggle in the third. You have people in the third quarter respond. From Damien Mitchell, 21. You had in Boston that kid Gonzalez scoring on you. In the third quarter in Miami, Norman Powell was hitting more free throws they had field goals. And the third quarter, it was like, even though Giannis didn't play that, Giannis was Giannis, and there were other role players to step it up. I mean, the next game they play against Chicago, I think they're undefeated. My biggest thing is, listen, the defense is okay in the first half, but the second half is like, oh my God.
Hold on. I'm sorry, that's my fault.
Anytime you want to play the
Let's have a conversation, okay, people?
It was almost like he just had to get it all out.
New candidate?
Is he in?
Yeah, does he?
Who's on the board right now?
Well, that was a bad one.
Dave in Westchester.
Yeah, that was a bad one from Dave.
It's just,
I don't know.
People, let's have a conversation about
Shall
sports. Let's take your call, not your mission statement. All right? You got to have a little back and forth here, people. I loved a lot of what he was saying, but you just can't take the wheel and ride a few laps.
Well, and drive us into a damn river embankment.
Because people are going to tone it out. So just a couple of things, a little back and forth, and then we go our merry way.
How's your father? Let's keep it going.
You know what I have though? When I'm home, guys, you know what I do have? I do have the ability. You remember the old show from the 70s, Don?
The Gong.
The Gong Show. All right.
I mean, we could just, if it goes too long, we just hit the gong.
No, that was a lot.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to discourage you from calling back. We're not holding press conferences with these calls. All right.
Yeah, you got to
a little back and forth.
Yeah.
All right.
Even press conferences, they wait for the next question.
Yeah, usually it's still a back and forth in some way.
That was just on. He just
all right. Let's try to get things right here with Ian in Hoboken. Hey, Ian.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
So listen, I want to call, and I'm talking about Joe Shane and Brian Daboll. I think that they are done. They should be done in New York. The team is completely undisciplined. They're the most penalized team. Joe Shane, his draft class, not this year. Jackson Dart was great. Abdul Carter is a sure shot pick. But the year before, all those players are completely unplayable. You have a good core right now with Neighbors, Scatterbo, Dart. You got a good defense, except for the corners and the linebackers. But I think you got to blow it up. You got to get rid of the coach and the GM, and you got to make better moves because this team is they will lose it, and it'll get ugly. It'll get even worse if they don't make any moves.
So, not that I disagree entirely, but you always have to have a plan if you're going to make drastic changes like that, which, of course, that's on the table because there are no extensions that were given, and it felt like that this was a make-or-break year. But, I mean, you got to have a plan. You can't clean house and then go, we're going to now start a search, right? Because then you could end up at zero.
No.
You could end up in a bad place, and you don't want to do that when you have a roster like this that has some really good young talent. I mean, the Giant roster, for all the concerns that fans might have, Joe Shane has made mistakes. He's a young GM. They make them. But he's also put together a roster that's got some serious talent at very critical positions. And these are really good, young, talented players that he was able to assemble with a lot of high draft picks. I just don't know if I'm going to clean house without a plan. I need a plan before I do that.
You got to start looking now.
Yes.
You got to look. You got to start, and it's very difficult to do. I know it sounds unseemly that you're looking for replacements before you let those guys go, but you're right. You can't let them go and then begin the search. You've got to, whether it's informal or whatever, create a list. Who are people I want to talk to? Are they available? Would they be interested in this job if I decide to make a change? You've got to have that. You should always be doing it, even when everything is in good shape.
Assess everything.
Always keep in mind, all right, who else might be out there? Because you're going to have to pounce immediately. Because other jobs are going to be opening up, other things are going to happen, and you can't get caught with your pants down here. And the last thing you want to do is let them go without a plan.
And without your pants. Real quick, guys, ESPN New York, we're giving you the chance at the incredible UFC 322 at MSG on November 15th, all right? A grand prize winner and a guest will score tickets to go to the suite hosted by me. That's the ESPN New York suite. You know it. The chicken tenders you can dream about, that you weep over. Enjoy the energy of the garden, the comfort of a private suite, plus our world-class private toilet. It's all there for you to enjoy.
Wow.
Taking all the I added that part.
Is it world class?
I added
Did
the
they
toilet.
upgrade it?
It is.
Taking all the UFC action alongside me, Peter Rosenberg. It's going to be a time to enter. Find the contest tile in the ESPN New York app and submit your entry. It's all brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of UFC. Bunch of people want to weigh in on this. 1-800-919-3776. Also, some other people weighed on this on the exact same subject, including the great Adam Schefter. And Don had texted me during the break and said he would love to hear from Shefty. So I'm going to play that as well. It's all coming up.
Fight back. I also forgot to pay off my tease.
You didn't even do it.
We got into talking about Halloween and babies.
True. Well, you asked me. I did my best to answer.
So I owe you that.
Thank you. We'll do that on the other side right here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-5 2.5 S Select for $229 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN S0595731. MSRP $31,915. Zero security deposit. Ends 10/31/25.
Score or win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
Bet 365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Fight fans, Bud Light and ESPN New York are sending you to UFC at Madison Square Garden. Tap the Bud Light tile on the ESPN New York app and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets in the ESPN Suite. Catching the action alongside ESPN New York's Peter Rosenberg. Listen and enter through the Bud Light tile to score your shot at the ultimate fight night. Bud Light is the official beer of the UFC, so make your move now on the ESPN New York app.
Must be 21 plus. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Rules on the ESPN New York app. Please enjoy Bud Light responsibly.
Oh, yeah. Where's that game tonight? Is it in Baltimore? Got to be in Baltimore.
Miami.
Miami, minus 7.5 for Baltimore on the road against the self-same Dolphins who went into Atlanta and dog-walked the Falcons last week?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, so show me something.
Right. Three.
Right now. Do it.
So real quick.
Three.
So you want me to throw 3 on the Dolphins right now?
Well, to start it off the air, when I asked Peter in his ear, is anybody going to pick the Thursday night game, or are you guys going to be gutted?
What did I say? And what was my answer?
What's the game?
Well,
Don asked what the spread was, and I said 8:15. So we're all having a great day.
No, listen,
I knew the game. I had that going for me.
Yeah, exactly. It's new information for me. I have to think about this for a moment. But that's a big number, 7.5. I mean, listen, the Ravens covered easily with the great Jamal Tinsley or whatever the name of the quarterback, Lindsey Hunter. Who's the quarterback again? Sure. Huntley. Tyler Huntley.
Yes. Scoop Huntley.
Did you guys even have any appreciation for the 2 players I threw out there before?
Did you go Lindsey Hunter, the Detroit Piston?
You got Jamal Tinsley and Lindsey Hunter before we got to
former Pacer too. Jamal
a current Raven, Charger
Ram.
He's a Ram. So we'll see if anyone wants to dip their toe in the water. There are a lot of fun games on the slate this week for the foosball. So there are some more interesting things. Now, Alan, are you going to finally pay off what you said earlier when we talked about?
Refresh what you said so I can push back. So everybody knows where you were going with the whole newspaper back page media thing.
I was saying that when we talk about the things that make it hard here in New York.
Make it what?
Challenging.
Yes.
Such children.
What?
That's him. I didn't
clarify.
I'm just doing my job, Don.
I'm just clarifying. Okay?
Yeah, because listen, he is a filth bag, so
yeah,
he might be going.
I don't know where he's going. I don't want him leading me down the wrong road.
I didn't sense he was being filthy. I think he was just
trying to do my job.
Bro, you guys suck.
So look, I was saying that it's challenging, I think, for an athlete to be in New York because you could be in a really big market where they love their teams, but they may not have a tabloid paper like the New York Post that is going to put out on Monday morning when you play a rough game on Sunday. You might have your face with a clever, obnoxious pun about how bad you suck on the back page of a paper on Monday.
Correct.
And I think that can be a deterrent for people wanting to play in New York. And you have a response to that.
Yes.
Do they do this in Boston?
Is there a big tabloid in Boston?
Oh, my goodness, yes.
What's the tabloid again?
The Herald.
The Herald.
Yeah. But the coverage in Boston, Sports Talk Radio in Boston, how about Philadelphia?
Does Philadelphia have a tabloid?
The Inquirer?
Oh, is that that's a tabloid? Probably is, right?
Well, they have the Daily News. Philadelphia does it too. Like we're acting like it's the only place in the world. Chicago.
Are any of these places as
Sports Talk Radio? The major markets all have the same things that we have. All of them. They have Sports Talk Radio. That is what has it become today, as we talked about the other day. And it also has tabloid newspaper coverage and hardcore newspaper coverage and intensity of newspaper coverage. It has teams that are most in all these markets are like original franchises with high demand, with traditional fan bases. It's all the same. So you can't say it doesn't exist anywhere else. But somehow the Patriots won, the Red Sox won World Series, the Bruins won a Stanley Cup, the Celtics won NBA championships. Somehow they survived WEEI and all the madness and the callers and the frustration and all of it. Somehow they survived. You know why? They had good leadership. All their franchises.
Well, because
sometimes it's all Theo Epstein. I mean, how did he do it? He went to Chicago and did it again.
Well,
so you can't tell me that it's the coverage and how difficult it is to win in New York because the media is just too tough and the fan base is too demanding. Because I can't say it. You know what I'm calling. Because it happens in Boston, it happens in Philly, and the Eagles just won 2 Super Bowls in the last X amount of years. Come on, and Chicago, stop it. This is not uncommon. It's just poor leadership.
All right, but I do think there's an element that you're missing. Yes, isolating that one particular headline and say it happens everywhere, so it doesn't mean anything. All right, you could isolate any of the reasons, but when you put all the reasons in, plus add to the fact that there's another team in every sport that's also competing for the back page, also competing for relevancy. So the Red Sox don't have to worry about another baseball team, right? The Bruins don't have to worry about another hockey team. Patriots don't have to worry about another football team. But in New York, you have that, all right? The Mets might not be the Yankees, but they still feel, hey, if the Mets are good and we're struggling, it becomes another element to it. More pressure to make sure that we don't have our headlines stolen away from the other team, right? So that makes New York even more unique. The other places, hey, the Red Sox feel a tremendous amount of scrutiny, but they own the town. At the end of the day, they still own the town for that sport. Yankees own the town for sure, but the Mets are a thing.
Don,
they don't want to be the Mets better than them.
Don, you don't think having another team dilutes the intensity when you're only one team? You would think you're getting 100% of the intensity.
I think it adds. I think it adds to the pressure to win.
All right.
You don't think so?
No.
Now the Knicks don't experience it because of the Nets, and the
Yankees don't give a damn. You think the Giants worry about the Jets? I don't see that. The Big Brother franchises don't care. Though it's the other ones, though, you're right. They're the ones that are punching up, trying to find their way.
The Giants may not care.
Find their way, but they don't care.
Because the Jets haven't made the playoffs for 15 consecutive years. But you don't
They don't have to worry about it. They stink.
You don't think within the John Mara realm, you know how much he cares about his team.
Yeah.
That when the Jets were going to back-to-back championship games and the Mets and the Giants are missing the playoffs, you don't think that irked him even more?
Don, they won a Super Bowl just 2 years prior, and then they went back the next year. What are you worried about? No, I don't think – I'm telling you, I think it's the opposite. I think there's more intensity if there's only one team because it's everybody's attention. It's not, well, we're split 60-40 or 70-30 or 80-20 depending on what sport you want to talk about. I'm telling you, I think we take leadership off the hook
don't you think,
when we blame it on media and fans. It is about poor leadership.
I disagree. Because, that's part of it. Of course, poor leadership, because I just told you that if they just ignored the noise, they would probably be able to overcome it. So I agree with you from that standpoint.
But where do you think the noise is coming from?
Well, the noise comes from the fans.
You think we sit there and twist our mustaches saying, how can we destroy a season now? Is that what you think we do with the notepads? We walk there, we walk into training camp going, wow, this could be a good team. How are we going to screw it up? Let's ruin it. How are we going to put this thing on fire? No, you don't do that. Things happen and you cover them and you say, my God, this is heading in the wrong direction. And it happens every year in New York.
YouTube TV customers, you could lose ESPN and the sports you love, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, the NBA, college basketball, and more. Take action. Go to keepmynetwork.com to keep ESPN. On the other side, guys, by the way, the official Halloween candy draft is complete. And every show here has created a team. And we need to break down these teams that happen and talk to the people. This is important stuff that we need to handle before Halloween. So everyone's team the draft is complete. There was a lot of back and forth, and a candy conversation needs to happen. Also, the World Series seemed to take place yesterday, and the Toronto Blue Jays are now one step away from being your World Series champions. So there is still much more to get into. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg on this Thursday.
Shop new fall offers at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease a 2025 Mazda CX-30S for as low as $199 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-5S for as low as $229 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. Plus, enjoy 1 year of complimentary Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same-day and next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. J. Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24th, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State. With 10 minutes left in the second quarter, Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
This is the Michael K. Show.
How can we get upset at the Jets for raising ticket prices if you're going to pay it? Billionaires are going to push the envelope until they get pushed back. And the nature of sports is that you love your team. But if you pay them this ticket increase, you're a chump. The only way you could stop it is if enough people say, enough is enough. Take these tickets and shove them.
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube. 880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Jake, he said, we were talking about this post and the information. I said, I think we won. And he said, yeah, well, you know, I got to say, I don't like chocolate. I've only had it twice in my life, so I can't really say.
Wow, twice.
And I just want to say, and I say this respectfully to someone, I like Jake, very fond of him. I think he does an excellent job, works very hard. He's a bona fide freak. I mean, come on. I don't like chocolate. I've tried it twice in my lifetime. It may be worth a revisit. Maybe. You know what I mean?
It might explain other things that are going on. I don't know what else is going on, but if there's something bad about Jake, it's because of that.
Yeah, come on. This whole, he's not the only one I've heard like this. I don't like chocolate. Come on,
Chocolate's
man.
Absolutely wonderful.
Declan,
not a big chocolate fan.
Really?
But for a 10-year-old, that's an issue too.
Wow.
Now he'll grow up a better person, probably more fit, but Come on, chocolate's wonderful.
So here you go. Let me
reveal to the people.
Yeah, let me reveal, and you guys, we just want you to get in the comments and tell us who you think has the best team.
And I'm going to tell you who I think won.
All right, here we go. Barton Carlin. Write this down, kids. Barton Carlin's draft. They have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. In the second round, they picked up $100,000, which is truly just insane.
Now, make it clear, they had the first pick of the draft.
Yes.
That's why we're going with them first.
So, yeah, they had Peanut Butter Cup.
We're not going by order of show time.
No, they had the first pick.
By the draft picks, right.
So, Barton Carlin get Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Which is
a great.
That's your number one pick. That's a franchise changer.
Yeah, no, that's Cooper Flag Duke. That's it. They're 30-3.
Yeah, I know that was hard for you to say. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, no, that team. They've been in the tournament since they invented the tournament. Don, they're just there. You know.
Yeah.
$100,000, Butterfinger, and Twizzlers. I personally feel that between the $100,000, which to be honest, no one under the age of 75 is ordering. And the Twizzlers, I just think let's move on. What are we doing?
No.
What do you guys
my
think?
winner.
The $100,000 is like
that's your winner, Don.
That's my winner.
That's your winner? Are you?
Yeah.
Well, you know what though? Should we tell the people about the Butterfinger fiasco that we had?
He wanted, but he cared. He's a Butterfinger man, and so he feels very strongly. Is that it,
you
Don?
guys don't. I don't have. I just. This is not me complaining. This is just me stating a fact. I've got no sway on this show. Because I wanted $100,000, we didn't take it. I wanted Butterfingers, didn't take it.
Wait a second. We both wanted Butterfinger.
I know, and
Peter,
yet still.
Peter made a case, thinking it would come back around when we were up next. And what was the deal we made, Peter? Tell the people
that if we lose, I have to buy you all Butterfingers.
Yeah, I tell you, this is a big moment in the war room.
And
you were adamant about this. You felt strongly about it, and I said, okay, you're going to get your first chance. But if you fail us, you're going to pay.
And you'll see where we drafted when we get to our team. But
and the $100,000 bar is wonderful.
Never bought one in my entire life.
Well,
no one's
like Dr. Evil saying $1 million. It's $100,000.
But don't make fun of it if you never tried it.
But the thing is, it's about building a team based on strength, and I don't know anyone who eats it.
We built a losing team.
No,
we built the Jets.
No, we did.
I'm sickened. I'm actually sickened by it. I think we've got the worst one.
Oh,
are you out of your
mind? What the hell is going on here?
Because Sour Patch Kids, that's poison. That's pure poison. I don't even know what the hell they were doing over there on the morning show. And Butterfingers are wonderful, and Twizzlers are a delight.
I hate Twizzlers. Useless.
By the way,
candy.
the morning show and us were almost like we were simpatico. We did peanut M&Ms. They did regular M&Ms.
Let me get.
Hershey's.
We
did.
Alan, let's work through this. I didn't know Don was going to deep six this whole thing. Let's just keep going through, okay?
Quickly now, because
I know we're losing time. DiPietro and Rothenberg, they go Snickers, they go Hershey Bar, strong,
classic,
Sour Patch Kids, and M&Ms. I think that's a hell of a team. That's a very team.
Sour Patch was such a reach.
No, it's not. I got to tell you,
major reach.
Let me tell you, Grampy, something. Those are that's a huge candy.
You guys are off on the sour.
Yeah, you guys are you're wet. Yeah, they're not my favorite. I never buy them, but you guys are wet if you don't think they're monstrously popular. People
I didn't say
love
they weren't
them.
monstrously popular. I'm just saying.
This is a great team. They put
you need
together,
a tight end to win fantasy football.
No, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. You know what I mean? And that's Tony Gonzalez. That's what they went out there and got. All right. So real quick, Dan Grassa.
Yeah.
He goes Twix number one, which is strong. Yep. Reese's Pieces,
very
Phone
good.
Home. I'm a big fan.
Yep.
Starburst, lovely, and Milky Way.
Gross.
No.
Don, we know how you feel.
He ran out of picks.
Then there's Grampy.
That was an auto pick.
Then there's Grampy. Michael.
This is also awful.
Who went Mounds?
What?
Which I like, but
his
that's
number
crazy.
one pick was Mounds.
Number one. I know. The best comment so far on IG is, I thought Michael should have picked Werther's Original, which I thought was tremendous. Michael goes Mounds. He goes Nestle Crunch. He goes Junior Mints.
Junior Mints.
Not a fan.
Shout out to Kramer. I'm a big fan, but it's a bold move. And Milk Duds, which is to me actual poison. It's like if you want to remove your teeth. I've got a tooth I want it to come out today. Someone pass me a Milk Dud.
Michael's pick came up and he gave up.
Yeah,
that's like you let the fan somebody.
No, he walked away and one of his kids drafted.
He let a fan pick that one.
All right, and now here comes the team that Don has walked away from. Don has pulled. No, Don went full Antonio Brown, ran right off the field.
Jersey, just ripped his jersey off. He's so embarrassed.
Kit Kat number one.
Solid.
Awful pick.
Then we go peanut M&Ms.
You were in on that pick.
I
was only in because Peter's like, it's really popular. We'll get a lot of votes.
I said people love.
How about a Reggie bar, which would have won the whole damn thing? And I don't even see it on here.
A Reggie bar.
How we didn't Butterfinger M&Ms right out of the gate, I still will never understand.
You could pick up Reggie bar in free agency.
Guys, there's no place to even get a Reggie bar after 1980.
You could tell Peter's fat hands are all over this thing.
What?
This does. You know what? This does.
A Reggie
This does
bar
smell
has
very
not,
Peter.
No one here who's currently standing in this radio station, there's only about 5 people here, but none of us have ever tasted a Reggie bar. There's no way.
Everybody knows what the vibe of it. Come on, man.
I don't know. So Kit Kat, peanut M&Ms,
That's a home run.
Skittles.
In the second round, great.
Skittles.
They're all right.
And Hershey almond.
Hershey
I do
almond.
like that. That's a nice fourth round pick.
That's finding your an all pro in the fourth round.
Yeah,
that's what you found there.
Exactly.
All pro.
People are sleeping, and all of a sudden, you just got yourself a linebacker for the next 12 years. London Fletcher just walked through the door when you get Hershey almond. You know what I mean? So Don, you think that we lost to your favorite is Barton Carlin?
Barton Carlin's my favorite.
Because they took Butterfinger.
By the way, nothing makes me feel. I just want to say something right now, and I know Jacob and Anthony respectfully are too gutless to say the truth that they agree with me. Hearing that Don's favorite team is Barton Carlin is what lets you know, Alan, I'm glad I fat-handed the situation. Because Twizzlers is absolute garbage. And $100,000, nobody has the familiarity with $100,000.
Yeah, but Butterfinger,
get familiar.
We definitely that was a bad choice by you. Like
I'll take Kit Kat over a Butterfinger all day. No, you know what?
I'm telling you right now.
Well, go to the USFL then, because here in the NFL we go Kit Kat.
I told you we have our draft. You were strong about you stood on the table in the war room. We said, okay, you feel this passionately about it. As the draft ends, we reassess and we got to make changes. And one of the changes we're making is in our draft room. We're going to have to remove our candy consultant.
No, well, listen, first of all, you got to let the season play out. And I don't think it helps us that as the season's getting started, one of our defensive coordinator gave an interview to Adam Schefter and says, I'm out on this team. I wish I was with another team. That doesn't help. That doesn't help the team camaraderie. That doesn't give us a fair chance at winning.
Yeah, Don went straight to Shefty, didn't he?
Yeah, Don's texting Shefty.
He did not want his fingerprints on it
at all. But I got to tell you, give me credit. I put my name on it.
That's right.
This is not an unnamed source
or
not someone close to the situation. It was Don LaGreca, D coordinator.
Yeah. Don's been very bold in the media this week. He's all over the place. Now, real quick, you can comment, of course, on the Instagram, ESPN New York, and you go look at the teams, and you can call up 1-800-919-3776. I actually think Don has lost his mind that he feels so strongly about Twizzlers. It makes me sick to my stomach. But
what's wrong with Twizzlers?
They're just nothing. They're nothing. There's
they're nothing. It's licorice.
There's no big flavor. It's. I'm just eating calories. It's just
licorice.
Like Don. I mean, Alan.
There's no fat.
I know, but they're just empty calories of no flavor. Like Alan, you enjoy a Twizzler?
No, I don't.
Thank you. I appreciate you being honest with me today.
Well, I'm just being honest, but I just want to congratulate Bart and Hahn on their victory.
This is
I appreciate it.
Unbelievable that he just walked out on us, Alan.
Also, that he demoted me back to the midday show.
No,
apparently I'm out too.
Oh,
I thought you would get fired. I'm the one who got fired off the show.
Oh, he put you on.
Yeah, he said Barton Hahn, as if send him back.
It was a Freudian slip. No,
it wasn't.
Listen, I believe I promoted you.
I read that somewhere that I was handpicked.
Well, all right. So, anyways, however you want to participate with this, please feel free. I was very affected when Jake told me he's eaten chocolate twice in his entire life.
And he just didn't enjoy the experience, or did he feel like he loved it too much and maybe shouldn't continue?
That's the thing. He said he didn't like it. I tried it twice. I didn't like it.
Well, I'd like to know what chocolate he tried.
That's a great question. Like, did he stick his finger in some icing? Like, what did you taste that you didn't like?
Yeah, because I'm not a big dark chocolate fan. Like, if my only exposure to chocolate was dark chocolate,
sure,
I might have the same
healthiest chocolate.
I enjoy dark chocolate, but sure,
well, that's why it's not as good.
You're crazy.
And the white chocolate is like pure Satan.
The white chocolate's like what?
Pure Satan.
Satan.
Oh, you hate it.
I don't know why.
So wait, Don, you're only a milk chocolate guy. That is it.
That's it. That's all I'll do.
That's so interesting.
Wonderful.
Only a milk chocolate, man.
It's evidence there's a God.
No. Dark chocolate is phenomenal.
I would, but you don't think it's not better than milk chocolate. It's very good. I wouldn't say it's better than milk chocolate. I mean, milk chocolate is what you dream of.
Milk chocolate's.
I just can't. I'm trying to figure out what the kid would have tasted, like a piece of chocolate cake. Because right now,
was he gone? Can we get him on? Let's find out.
Jake, are you around here? You know, because if you're hoping that he would hear it in the out in the other room, guys.
No, they don't hear.
You'd have to hear this. This is what it sounds like right now to people out in the room. Jake. So unless he is able to hear the whisper over the speakers, he doesn't know.
Oh, he'll be making his way soon. Anthony, our great producer, went to go grab him, so he'll be here soon.
Anthony does it a lot. Does it all the time. All right, let's go to the phone lines.
Thursday, and he might be that guy.
You know what? It's smelling that way. Phone line's going crazy right now. Oh, here comes Jake. He's walking in. He's taking his bag off. He's taking his jacket off. I mean, we're not going to make him run, but the jacket's coming off, and his headset is coming on now. The great Jake Montgomery is here. Jake?
Hello, boys. How you doing?
Hey, pal. How are you?
I heard you guys talking about the list. You guys have some fun with it?
Oh, we're having a great time.
And I also heard I'm a bona fide, freak?
That's right.
I think it was.
Bona fide freak is what I said. Now, Don, you didn't say I said it, but you agreed, right?
Yes. I want to find out what chocolate he had that led him down this path.
So I'll be totally honest. So for about every person that I tell that I don't like chocolate, I get the bona fide freak response.
Perfect.
So it's not like it's the first time I've heard it.
Yeah.
Growing up, I just didn't like chocolate. I've tried brownies, chocolate chip cookies, some of the candy mentioned in our Halloween draft, and I just never really liked it. But growing up, I certainly got the same reaction that all you boys.
When was the last time you tasted chocolate in earnest?
I honestly haven't had chocolate in at least 15 years.
And how old are you, Jake?
I am about to be 32. But here's the thing, too. For every 20 people that you tell, 19 say you're a bona fide freak, and then one says, you know what? Right. I also hate chocolate, or I also don't like chocolate. So I'm not alone. There's also more bona fide freaks out there.
When that one person that you got to say that, you visited in a mental institution.
Correct. We had a nice hangout in the mental institution.
I was going to say, as soon as they bring them back home, as soon as the cuffs go back on, and they put that mouth guard over their face again, and you can't speak to them.
So what candy of the ones that were picked did you try and not like?
So the non-chocolate candies in our draft, the Sour Patch watermelons, the Twizzlers,
the chocolates,
Starbursts,
though, the chocolates.
The chocolates. I've tried.
The chocolate.
The chocolate candies. I've tried a Kit Kat and a Hershey bar.
And neither did anything for you.
Neither did nothing.
So I'm telling you, get a Snickers and come back to me.
Sounds good.
Do yourself a favor.
Well, thanks for having me on, boys.
All right. Seriously, that's your homework for tomorrow, and we'll bring you on tomorrow. Go get yourself a Snickers.
Yeah,
and
for God's
sake.
Come
back with the same opinion, and I'll be floored.
Because he can.
Guys, it's Friday tomorrow. Can we all be?
He could still have one between now and
homework. Get him on.
Oh, well, he can call up, for God's sake.
That's a good point.
Yeah, really.
I'm not going to make the guy show up somewhere he doesn't need to be, but I mean, for God's sake, it's like
what is he? Me and Jacob?
Yeah, exactly. You guys are only freaks that have to be here, but no, it's like Michael K eating the Whopper. This isn't an assignment. This is a wonderful thing you've suggested. That means this guy doesn't enjoy a peanut butter cup. I just don't understand why people don't want to enjoy life. Let's go to Michael in Verona. This is a big call here, Don. Michael.
Don, man, I got you back on this one. I didn't try $100,000 until I took my kids trick-or-treating for the first time like 6-7 years ago, and it changed my life. They are phenomenal, and these guys are missing out on them.
I just don't like people that have an opinion on something they never tried.
Well,
so you're a great example. You didn't try it, and now you think it's the most wonderful thing in the world. And Peter's never tried it, and
I did not badmouth the candy. I thought we were trying to please. My point was, I thought we were trying to win over as many people as possible with the draft, and I don't know many people who've had $100,000, so I was aiming popular. And
not a big caramel guy.
How much? What is the $100,000, Don? What's the makeup of it?
We got chocolate, caramel, and it's got like what is that?
Nougat?
No, not nougat.
No.
Whatever the base is, it's what do they call it?
I'm not even sure. It's not a cracker. It's
no, it's not a cracker.
Wafer?
It's a cookie.
Yeah, it's like a wafer.
It's like a wafer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
The caramel is. I'm done with the caramel. I'm good.
We might not get a vote with our list.
Are you? Hold on. Peanut M&Ms and Kit Kat. These are fundamental classics.
No,
Jacob, you're of a demographic that the people care about. How old are you?
33.
And how do you feel about what we've done with the list?
Oh, we have the best list out. Honestly, the morning show probably second to it, but we have the
morning
best,
shows is very good.
Candies out.
You think ours is number one though?
Yes, and I mean Don mentioned the Reggie bar. Never had it. Never saw it in my lifetime. I want to say they discontinued it probably like 1982. So
They brought it back though.
Oh, I mean,
briefly, a novelty.
Yeah, they're not selling.
It's got
it.
a history.
It's not selling it in stores though.
Yeah, but history,
and it's going against like Kit Kat and M&M's. Like these are two titans of its own
of the industry. That's the thing. These are titans of the industry. Thank you, Jacob. Now, I mean, listen, you're right. The morning show, there's no question. Snickers is tremendous. Hershey bar is great. You guys, Alan and Don, completely ripped Sour Patch Kids, but those are very popular. Lita, let's go to something to cheer us all up. Let's go to Heather in the car. Hey, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hey, Peter. Hi, Don.
Hello.
Okay, so I'm driving on the Parkway. I hope you guys can hear me in the rain.
We can.
Which Parkway?
Okay, Garden State Parkway. I'm heading home. I'm going north.
Okay.
So it's awesome. Drive it in the morning, drive it home. Like, it's fantastic. I love my commute. So I just want to say this, that I called in for the very first time, and I got on the air like over a year ago, and my husband was home, and I made him tape it, and when I got home and I listened to what my voice sounded like, I was horrified. So I'm sorry if I sound like, I don't know.
No,
You sound great. You sound great.
That's everybody's reaction the first time they hear their voice on recording. Don't worry about
Like,
it.
did you ever, like, when you listen to your, like, voice on a voicemail or something, you're like, oh, my gosh, that's what I sound like, but whatever. But I listen to you guys all the time on my drive home. So why I called in a year ago is I know you guys talked to, like, 40 million people, and you're not going to remember, but it was something with when you guys were with Michael and his plane, his flight was messed up, and I called in about the United economy and yada, yada, yada. And then I was babbling about how I met Peter and all you guys at the Jets game a couple months before that. And then, Don, you said to me, well, I was by Peter's side the whole day. I didn't meet you. And then I said, well, Don, I think you got pulled away. And then Peter said, oh, yeah, that's Don. He always acts like he's whatever. Is any of this ringing a bell?
There's a bell. There's a bell.
Sure,
it's a faint bell.
There's
But
a
I'm
bell.
hearing a bell. There's a bell.
Okay, good. Okay, so my husband and I did go to the beach bash.
Okay.
And I took a picture with Alan.
Ooh.
And Peter, you're kind of like, I would say like my go-to, but you're a couple years younger than me, but we have a similar musical genre. So I used to, listen to Spirit, whatever. So anyway, so I feel like I vibe the most with you. Now, Don would vibe the most with my husband because, I don't know, he listens to, like, Slipknot and all those crazy bands. I know this is, like, not on topic for the candy thing. I was listening, and all I kept thinking is, how did no one pick Kit Kat? Because if you Google it, it's, like, the #1 favorite candy in the nation. But I think somebody has picked it.
We picked Kit Kat. We have Kit Kat.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. And I was just kind of giggling when somebody mentioned Michael and what his flavor would be because it kind of made me think, God rest my dad's soul, he used to love Bit-O-Honeys, where they were like these hard candy and it was just like hard honey.
Hard?
Did you guys ever have that?
I've never had a hard honey candy of any sort. But Heather, thank you so much for this a myriad of thoughts there. We had so many. Yes. We were at the beach bash, we were in the car, we went to the candy. I think Slipknot was mentioned at some point, Don.
Yeah, she was very sweet. That was very press conference-y. That was a mission statement. I'm not gonna lie. But she sounded very sweet.
And we love you, Heather.
A lot there.
We love you, Heather. We're going to dissect it all. I don't know what the honey candy is you're referring to. But it is That Guy Thursday. And we already heard from one of those That Guys earlier. And I think we may each have another one coming up next. So hang tight. That Guy Thursday right here on a rainy, nasty Thursday here in the Tri-State. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-30 2.5S all-wheel drive for $159 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN SM841631, MSRP $26,980, 0 security deposit, and 1031.25.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott. Thanks so much, guys. This weather making it a sloppy ride out there on the roads. We've got lots of flooding, especially on the BQE in both directions, over by the Williamsburg and Brooklyn bridges. FDR northbound, pretty much a washout in the 70s. You stay packed on the northbound side, heading over to the Triborough Bridge. Deegan northbound, jam with a big collision by the Willis Avenue Bridge. It's blocking 2 lanes. That has you crawling backed up onto the Bruckner. No easy way to the outbound George, not even the Henry Hudson going to help you out. Inbound side, at least an hour for the upper deck. Lower level will run you about 45 minutes. Outbound Lincoln, your best bet, and that's going to cost you 30 to 40. Outbound Holland now an hour and a half. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
There he goes to the 20, 10, 5. That's a Jet touchdown. That's a Jet touchdown.
Jets fans, be there at MetLife Stadium to see the New York Jets take on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, November 9th at 1 p.m., presented by Verizon. Don't miss your chance to experience the excitement of game day at MetLife Stadium and cheer on your Jets. Lock in your seats at nyjets.com/tickets and get ready to clear the runway.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
We all have that one friend.
I'm talking about the yo-yos who set themselves on fire and bathe in pork and beans.
Or know that one person.
I'm here with my family.
Who can't help but be.
He's not cool. His voice is weird. He's kind of a dork. His brother's a tool. His girlfriend's annoying.
That guy.
I didn't know it was banner night. We won't be out for that.
It's time for That Guy Thursday.
Hey guys, anyone want to play some ball?
With Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
He's just being that guy.
What you guys know, there's nothing better than That Guy Thursday, driven by Ramsey Mazda. Who wants to take the ball for That Guy Thursday?
I'll start.
All right.
Okay, cool. That guy today for me, and it's very recent. I know this isn't a team we talk about a lot, all right, but it's a team that matters to me. So Matt Barzal has been with the Islanders for forever, right? He's 28 years old now. He came in as a young talent, somebody that's got a ton of talent, all-star caliber talent. But yet he's never really been a force multiplier on this team, ever. And something happened today that really just irks me, and you become that guy. Like, you're being that guy. You've got a number one pick on the team in Matthew Schaefer, who is somebody that you're looking at 18 saying, this guy already gets it. He understands it. And now he needs the right type of veteran players around him to show him the way and what's the right thing to do. And the wrong thing to do is to show up late for a morning skate on a day of a game. And that's exactly what Barzal did today. And the response of the Islanders was swift, and it was very interesting. He's being benched tonight. He's not playing in the game against Carolina. It's on ESPN Plus, if anybody wants to watch it. And I like the move because Patrick Roy said, like, it's, this is a standard that they want to uphold, and they want to make sure that everybody in the organization, and I think this has to do with, we don't want to allow a star player to cut corners or get away with something. And I mean, this can't be the first time it's happened because it seemed like a pretty quick response. But it can't be the first time it's happened. And they want to make sure that you have a guy like Schaefer and you want him to see this is not how it's done in the NHL. This is not how you become a star. This is not how you become a franchise leader. There's a reason why the guy doesn't have a letter on his shoulder. And he's been there forever. So, you're being that guy. If you don't want to represent yourself in any way, you got to watch the next generation. This kid's going to be a superstar, Schaefer. And you got to set the right example. And so they're making him sit tonight. He's pissed off about it, and I'm glad he's pissed off about it. But I'm more impressed that the organization did this because it's not easy to do. You're playing the Hurricanes. You're going to get trounced. They're a very good team. You're just good. You're average. But you set a tone anyway. Instead of saying, oh, my God, if we don't have Barzal, we could really lose this game. We need to win the game. No. We can't afford to lose somebody like Schaefer or lose our culture and let a player like that fall into bad habits. So they made a quick example of him. And I'll tell you what, I give Darce the new GM. He's probably the one that said it. He's probably the one that said, what did he do? He was late? No, he doesn't play tonight. That could hurt the team. But he's doing this because he doesn't want it to hurt the culture. And the culture is important because they have a young player who they want to grow the right way. And that's when I talk about leadership in organizations, guys. Those are the tough decisions you have to make sure that the inmates don't run the asylum. So I like the move, but I hate it for Barzal. Dude, stop being that guy.
Strong. Not mad at this.
Like it.
Felt good after Tullamore Dew, by the way. Needed to get that out.
After the last call.
Come on.
You or me, Peter? What do you got?
Go, that's you.
All right. It's a little thing. I'm just trying to figure out why. So I've gotten a chance here to travel a bit, going to different dressing rooms in the National Hockey League. And there are teams, like the Avalanche, I'll give them credit. They put the logo of the team in the dressing room on the ceiling. But then you have other teams that put the logo on the rug. and they don't want you to walk on the logo. They'll reprimand you, Peter. Like, there'll be a security guard that will like grab at your arm. Hey, don't walk on the logo. Then why is it on the floor? Put it up on the ceiling. Put it up on the wall. You put it on the floor. Now I can't walk there. Now you've cut the room in half. Because you know where they put the logo, Peter? Right in the middle of the room. I can't walk on the lockers. So now everybody, you've got some of these buildings, there may be 50 people in the media in there. And the players are coming in, and they got to put the big hamper for all the jerseys and everything. There's nowhere to walk. And God forbid if I step on the logo, they'll throw me out. I don't want to call out these organizations. They know who they are, but they're being that guy. If your logo is that sacrosanct, it's that important, and you don't want anybody to put a foot on it, how about not putting it on the floor?
It really is fun.
Put it up on the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I
so
get
true.
the whole vibe of it. You know, hey, I don't want you disrespecting our logo. Well, you started it. You put it on the damn floor.
Donnie, so you know the Lightning were big with this, right? And I think they started
that's it.
And so when they were in the Cup final, it was the playoffs that year. It was before they even got to the final. So the playoffs in 2004. And you know Peter Body, right?
Oh, you kidding me?
The Daily News, he writes for the Post.
Yeah.
So he was covering the Islanders back then, and so was I. They played the Islanders in the first round, so we were around. So on an off day, you go in the locker room, and you know it's a crowd because it's playoffs, and so you don't have a choice. There's nowhere else to stand. So some people were standing on the logo, and guys are just like, "Whoa, hey, get off the logo, They're like you said, as if you're stepping on a member of their family. And you're like, well, where do you want me to stand? Like, where do you want me to go? So we were joking, and Peter's like, he just says, he goes, I'll tell you what, you win the cup. He's like, if you don't win the cup, we're coming in here and we're gonna lay down and do snow angels all over the logo. All right. And then the funny part is they ended up winning the cup that year, which who saw that come? So, but that's how it was ridiculous back then, and now everybody does.
I'm glad you brought him up. I wasn't going to, but. So I'm at the 04 final. Game 7. Pre-game. They've got cones up so nobody would touch it. And I'm thinking, all right, you know what? It's probably a thing because they were making a run. And so they made it a thing not to touch the logo, right?
Yeah.
So you would think after they won the cup, you know what? Let's not leave the logo on the floor. Let's put it up on the ceiling like other teams do. They do it in Edmonton, do it in Colorado. Put the logo up on the ceiling. No, they keep it on the rug. Now they're being that guy.
Well, they're being that guy because that's what it is. Now they know, and they just now it's become a thing. Let's when they come in, we're going to yell at them like it's just part of the of the game.
21 years later, you know, I'm walking and like I didn't even come close to it, and they're like, "Hey, Don, watch it. Don't set. Why is it there?" 21 years later, nobody thought to put it on the ceiling, put it on the wall. But you know why? Because they're being that guy.
Well done, Donnie.
Peter.
Well done.
My That Guy Thursday goes out to a gal. That gal Thursday. Ronda Rousey.
Oh, no.
Ronda appeared on Bert Kreischer's podcast and continued to do what she's done over the last several years, which is basically alienate every single fan base she's ever had in the world. Today, let's see. And the highlights I've read from this one are she said that MMA fans don't respect their legends. WWE fans admire their legends when MMA fans have no respect for theirs. Sorry doesn't fix the lamp. Too little, too late. You already dumped all over WWE and everything that it stood for over the last year when she said one thing after another about how stupid it is and how she could beat everybody else up and it's really just fake. Don't tell her what to do. So now... don't now dump on MMA and think you can fall back on WWE when you've already completely dumped all over it. She also said that every dude who's a keyboard warrior who's critical of her, she could actually kill with her bare hands. I mean, yeah, so what? You're a professional fighter. We know that you could beat up critics, male or female, who talk about you. She said that Joe Rogan is not an expert. He's just a fan with an audience. She just went through every single bit and personality in MMA and destroyed them. And I guess the reason she's my that guy is this is one of the greatest combat sports competitors we've ever seen. At the top of the game, Ronda Rousey was truly iconic. I mean, like must-see TV. And now she's been on a tour, guys, where like the last 2 to 3 years, every time she does press, She just has terrible things to say about everything. And I wonder what's going on in her world and her personal life that's making her think this is the right thing to do. But I just don't understand why someone who was once held in such high esteem in multiple places would throw that all away.
Why so bitter?
Why so bitter? And why don't you just do the work at home or with a therapist, go to BetterHelp, whatever you need to do, work that out, because you are one day, I promise you, going to realize, wow, I spent a whole period just being a real you-know-what towards absolutely everyone. And if you handed me a microphone, I would badmouth people. I got to tell you, professionally at least, I don't know the woman inside and out, don't know her whole life. But from a professional standpoint, guys, with regard to UFC and WWE, you had a pretty charmed life. You made millions and millions of dollars and did really, really well. Why are you just dumping all over it? That is That Guy Thursday, driven by Ramsey Mazda. It's the experience of driving a new Mazda and buying a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda.
So you made it clear that That Guy Thursday is open to all genders.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So Rhonda is now included in That Guy as That Girl or That Gal Thursday, which means anyone can get got.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
On Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. You open that door.
Yeah.
I now want to talk a little business with you guys, if I could.
All right.
Because every aspect of your business, from the most mundane to the most complex, will operate orders of magnitude better and faster when you add artificial intelligence. AI is literally a race to the top. The companies that engage AI first will win. Will that be you or your competitors? Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Founded by tech powerhouses, Thrive partners with you on smart and secure AI strategies for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Imagine AI solutions working across every part of your business, automating support, powering chatbots, analyzing competitors, even managing billing, collections, and orders. That's just a taste of what Thrive Managed AI can help you achieve. It makes your talented team even better by letting them focus on what they do best. The race to the top will be won by those who engage Thrive Managed AI first. That needs to be you. Go to thrivenextgen.com/ESPN and get started with a complimentary strategy consultation. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. We'll get back to your calls. 800-919-3776. Don Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Shop new fall offers at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease a 2025 Mazda CX-30S for as low as $199 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-5S for as low as $229 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. Plus, enjoy 1 year of complimentary Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
YouTube TV customers, you could lose ESPN and the sports you love, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, the NBA, college basketball, and more. Take action. Go to KeepMyNetworks.com to keep ESPN.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Okay, girls, ready to go?
Yeah! Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? Me too, Mommy.
You want a snack?
Yeah!
Got it?
Children learn from our behaviors. Mommy, can you open this,
All right, hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, here.
Thank you. They learn what is okay from the adults they see. Mommy, are you on your phone? If you're a distracted driver, chances are They will be too. What kind of driver are you raising? Funded by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Your fantasy roster is set, the Smack Talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Okay.
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to DHR. Man, I'm seeing some crazy visuals on my phone right now on social media, guys, from flooding in Brooklyn. That looks absolutely insane. I mean, that rain was
bad, huh?
It was coming down hard. When I got here and parked on, it was madness. And then
great infrastructure we have here in the city.
Oh no, we're all set.
Phenomenal.
Everything's all good.
Yeah, nothing to worry about.
No, don't you worry. We are not going to just float off into the sea. No chance. We're so good.
We're surrounded by the sea, so
no. So why would we?
Right.
Should be totally fine. So let's talk to the people, and also let me remind the people that YouTube TV customers could lose ESPN and all the sports you love, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, the NBA, college basketball, and more. Those are some heavy hitters, guys. Take action right now. Go to keepmynetworks.com to keep ESPN. A lot of people want to get in on the candy talk. Let's go to Lou in Manalapan. Hey, Lou.
Hey, guys. Just want to say, you guys killed the draft. I mean, you guys, it's the most value out of all the shows. I do love the DNR draft. You guys are obviously the two best shows. No offense to the others, but I have to say that. But Kit Kat and Peanut M&Ms are the elite of the elite.
I agree.
That's like getting That's like getting a top 5 receiver first and then getting like a real hard-nosed runner that's going to get you a touchdown, and maybe around 80 to 100 yards every Sunday. You guys got real, a good 1-2 punch. And then Skittles, I mean, where do you go wrong with the Skittle? It's probably the best sweet. What was that? Taste the Rainbow?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Starbursts obviously are there too. But yeah, I don't want to be like the other callers and ramble. I just, the old man candies of $100,000, those can't win, Don.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not about Lou. It's not about disrespecting the flavor of those candies. To me, it was about what the league is right now, and the league, the way you want to pay in this league, you pay for quarterbacks and you pay for an edge rusher. And in Kit Kat and in peanut M&Ms, we got ourselves a quarterback and an edge rusher. And then you go out at Skittles and you get yourself, a solid tight end. And with Hershey Almond, that's like getting like a fantastic safety you could have for a very long time. A marquee piece of a defense. And especially when you have that edge rusher up front, you know what I'm saying? The secondary is looking pretty good because you're putting pressure on the quarterback. That's the kind of team I feel we put together. But, Don obviously feels otherwise, and that's why he's spoken to the media.
Don quit.
Yeah, Don just quit on us.
He quit on
before.
the team.
By the way, and Alan, it's not often that you see a coach quit on draft day.
Well, you did in the movie.
I chose violence.
They fired him.
Right, but he just walked out. He just said, I've seen enough, opened the door, walked out. And the craziest thing is, walked out of our room into another team's war room, slammed the door behind him, and said, "I'm here now."
He really did.
It's like I'm like Wink Martindale.
Right.
It's
I'm out.
He just called out the coach, and that was it.
Now
Got himself fired.
Ed in Seaford has something for us. Hey, Ed.
What's going on, guys? Love the show.
Thanks,
By
man.
the way, Skittles would totally be the diva wide receiver of the candies. There is
Randy
a place where you can get the Reggie Bar. It is in New Hyde Park on Lakeville Road. It is an old school convenience store called Bob Howard's. They have old school candies in there.
Really?
You get yourself a Reggie Bar and even a pack of those old cigarettes, candy cigarettes that used to.
Candy cigarettes. All right, I'm there. I'm there.
Yep.
I'm going.
Lakeville Road in New Hyde Park.
I know the area. So south, right? South.
in
Lakeville Road?
between Hillside and Jericho.
Okay, done. Yeah, that's what I needed. Perfect. I'm there.
Yep.
Checking that out.
All right, guys. Love the show.
I'm gonna bring some. I'll bring some candy cigarettes in for the studio.
I like what you've done. That's such a thing of yesteryear that has been canceled. The candy cigarettes. It's like just practicing. It was like, hey kids, you want to smoke when you get older? Try these. Guess what? It worked for me. Let's go. Oh, Sebastian's coming in hot on Don. Sebastian in Queens. Hey, Bash.
Hey guys, what's going on today?
Chilling, man.
What's happening?
What's up?
Doing all right. So I had 2 quick points about the candy talk, and then Don being gutless. I guess that would be the better word.
All right.
For him.
Yeah. Why?
First with the candy. All this chocolate talk is making me nauseated. Besides with all this traffic we're dealing with in New York City, this chocolate talk is making me sick. I wanted to defend Jake as one of those people that despises chocolate.
Ugh.
Can't stand it. I would trade chocolates with my brother and sister on Halloween for all of their fruity candies, Starburst, Mike and Ike, Skittles. Give me all of it.
And now, real quick, when you would trade for when you trade away your chocolate candy, would you take your Mike and Ike's and your Starburst, and when you go to the backyard to kill the bunnies and stuff and bury them, would you bring the candy with you? How did that work?
Wow.
It's sort of a ritual, You bury the strawberry and the fruity candies with the rabbits.
Right.
Rabbits come back to life, and, it's like a Halloween tradition.
You were probably a Good and Plenty guy, right?
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Don, I'm not even in that era. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Didn't expect that.
You don't know Good and Plenty?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, they're good.
Not at all.
They're repulsive. They're Mike and Ike Jace, and they're both disgusting, in my opinion.
No. And then just real quick, Don, man, you're Antonio Browning on the team right now. You're Vontae Davising all over this team. It's really sad to see, man.
Thank you.
You're one of my guys
I have
back
my
in the old show, and I just can't. I don't know what to do.
I wanted Butterfingers. I want there were picks I wanted, and I was ignored. This was Peter's thing.
But you know what?
And the fact that I get Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, and I get described as the rogue defensive coordinator.
Well, in this,
all kinds of disrespect during this.
Well, I mean, we didn't have a head coach, so I was just giving us all sort of a similar sort of role. No one's a head coach. We were all deciding, making calls. Allen, by the way, though, showed the kind of teammate he is. Allen said, I like Butterfinger, but Peter seems to feel really strongly that Kit Kat is a better pick for a broader audience. And Allen, as a teammate, went, I'm going to go with this guy because I can sense his passion, and I'm gonna roll the dice. And Allen has now stuck through that. Don said, all right, fine, gets to draft day, throws his hands in the air, takes his headset off, and goes, this team makes me sick. I mean, this is
for a mic.
By the way, you know what this is a sign of, Allen?
Who wants a story?
This is a guy who spent too much time around Michael Kay, okay? Because this is a Kay-like move. Don and I would always say that if Michael Kay was an athlete on a team, he would show up at the podium and throw every single player under the bus. I mean, they'd say, well, if Michael Kay was quarterback, they'd go, so what happened today? And he'd go, well, LaGreca can't catch. Rosenberg can't block. Well, how am I supposed to win with these losers? I mean, that's who he is.
Did you see Myles Garrett today?
Did he say essentially that?
Myles Garrett, I don't know if this is scorched earth, but you tell me. This is the quote. Criticize me all you want, but I'm out here doing everything I can. I put up sacks and a forced fumble, and still we fall short. If you're looking for someone to blame, look at the whole team, not just me. I signed here to win, not be a scapegoat. End quote.
No, but I guess it's just.
Who's ready? Who's ready to
so
offer?
Bad there.
How many first round picks are you giving up to get that guy out?
A lot. Well, that's a very worthwhile.
He had a chance to leave, didn't he?
How many
he had
picks
a chance
are you
to
giving
leave
up?
and didn't?
Yeah, that's the thing. He just was supposed to get out of there and didn't. Now, listen, if you were going to order a new football player to come to your house, you know what the best way to receive this person to town would be at an Amazon pickup location.
Amazon pickup. You have to go get him.
Yeah, that's right.
You need a big truck.
Yeah, you got a big truck to grab a professional football player, but it's the ultimate convenience play, all right? We all know Amazon is part of everyday life, but Amazon pickup, see, it takes things to the next level. Because if you're pressed for time and you're on the go, you can choose to send your orders straight to a secure pickup location that works for you. Amazon lockers and counters are located near you no matter where your day takes you. Your package is ready when you are, because life never slows down. So instead of worrying about timing or schedules, your package is waiting for you. Now, for me, I got 19 jobs. I got a little baby girl at home. I'm constantly on the move. Amazon Pickup gives me the flexibility to grab what I need between shows, errands, commute, whatever. Simple. You order online and at checkout, choose the pickup location that's most convenient, and you'll get an email confirmation when it's ready with instructions to pick it up. Quick, secure, always at no extra cost. Check it out for yourself. Go to Amazon.com/pickupmvp to learn more. That's Amazon.com/pickupmvp. Now, Donald, you want to dive a little bit into the World Series of it all on the other side of this?
I do. I just want to gauge how Yankee fans feel about the Blue Jays being a win away from a championship.
And there's also the Dodgers of it all. They had the series in the palm of their hand, and now it could slip away. And what does it mean for a franchise that does everything they do, but yet they seem to lose more than they win in these things? They did win last year, but still. I'm wondering how they feel in L.A. about this.
And most importantly, did anybody see Sidney Sweeney arrive to the game a couple days ago? Good Lord. All right.
See what Howie Rose said about who's sitting where, by the way?
No, what did Howie Rose say?
It's phenomenal. It's what you love about Howie. We'll get to it.
By the way, could you get more physically polar opposite than Howie Rose and Sidney Sweeney? We'll be right back right here on DHR.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. Going to be a long ride home with this weather that moved through. We've got lots of flooding, especially tough on the BQE. Lanes out in both directions over by Queens Boulevard in Queens. Some more water on the roadway over by the Williamsburg and Brooklyn bridges in Brooklyn. Deegan northbound, still have this crash blocking 2 lanes by the Willis Avenue Bridge. Backed up across the Triborough and up onto the Bruckner. You stay slammed on the northbound side, heading over to the outbound George. All of your approaches to the outbound George are crawling. We've got some more flooding on the West Side Highway in the 160s. Inbound George going to run you at least an hour for both the upper and lower decks. Inbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels about an hour each. Outbound Lincoln, your best bet at 45 minutes. Outbound Holland will run you an hour and a half. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Right now at Bay Ridge Honda, fall into savings with unstoppable savings across their full lineup of Honda cars, trucks, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs during the Fall for Honda sales event. You can get the HR-V all-wheel drive LX for $299 a month with 0 down during the Fall for Honda sales event. Plus, receive thousands in benefits and savings with their Bay Ridge Plus Advantage plan. Upfront pricing, total peace of mind. Visit BayRidgeHonda.com. 39 months lease, 10,000 miles per year, 0 down plus tax, tag, and fees. See dealer for full details.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
There he goes to the 20, 10, 5. That's a Jet touchdown. That's a Jet touchdown.
Jets fans, be there at MetLife Stadium to see the New York Jets take on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, November 9th at 1 p.m., presented by Verizon. Don't miss your chance to experience the excitement of game day at MetLife Stadium and cheer on your Jets. Lock in your seats at nyjets.com/tickets and get ready to clear the runway.
Introducing the new ESPN Fox One bundle. Unlock all of ESPN and all of Fox One with one unbeatable price. Catch the biggest games, college football, NBA, NHL, and more on ESPN. Stream your faves, Big Noon Saturday, the World Series, and NASCAR on Fox One. All for just $39.99 a month. That's 20% off. The ESPN Fox One bundle. Offer valid for eligible subscribers only. Access content from each service separately. Savings compared to purchasing both plans separately. See stream.espn.com for complete terms and conditions.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
Oh, man. Anthony reminded me, by the way, before the break that not only did Sydney Sweeney have an incredible appearance at the World Series a couple of nights ago, but her appearance yesterday on the red carpet for the Christie movie was, I mean...
That wasn't the Variety event?
Is that what it was? Was it Variety?
The Power of Women?
Sure. It was the power of something. Power of love.
Feel the power.
I felt the power.
Did you?
Oh,
Lucky.
Feel the power. Sure? Feel the power. I mean, let me tell you something.
Does Miss Hatton know about this?
That I felt the power? Well, Miss Hatton was with me when we first were watching, whatchamacallit, the Fakakta HBO show she was on.
Mm-hmm.
The first scene when everything was on the table, and we went, whoa, well, hello, who is this person?
Yeah.
By the way, and no one really appreciates, I think, the irony of her playing Christy Martin. I mean, do you guys remember Christy Martin, her career? Like, Christy Martin was a lady who was like a boxing legend when the only 2 women boxers anyone knew were Layla Ali and Christy Martin, right? Like, this was not the era we're living in right now of Clarissa Shields and all these other amazing fighters. And Christy Martin, I mean, please look up a picture of her. She wrestled in like a dirty white tank top. This was not a sexy period. So Sydney's having her played by an absolute starlet to me is amazing. But I'm looking forward to seeing that. Now, not as sexy were the results for the Dodgers the last couple of days. Shohei Ohtani, since we talked about him being the best ball player on earth, has laid a complete egg, pitched an average game a couple of nights ago, and then has just looked completely under it at the plate, and 0 since being amazing a couple of days ago. So, Don, you asked the question before the show, how do Yankee fans feel right now? Does it make them feel, is your thought that maybe if you're a Yankee fan, you feel a little bit better that the team that beat you, rather than just being eliminated afterwards, is maybe on their way, one win away from being World Series champion?
Well, just as a fan, I always wanted the team that knocked me out to win, unless it was somebody that I absolutely despised, because it makes me feel, but nobody else was able to beat them. Where if the Dodgers beat them, you start kicking yourself like, where were we? Remember when they lost the first 2 games at home to Seattle, wasn't the conversation, why is Seattle having their way with Toronto and we got blown out by them? What's going on? So I would think that there'd be a level of satisfaction that, hey, nobody was able to get the best of the Blue Jays. The Dodgers, who have a payroll higher than the Yankees, couldn't beat them. So from a fan perspective, I would think as Yankee fans are disappointed they're not as good as the Blue Jays, and asking a question, why is that the case when they've got, the 3rd highest payroll and the Blue Jays have the 7th? But maybe an air of, hey, listen, nobody was able to beat. Mariners couldn't beat them. Dodgers couldn't beat them. We couldn't beat them. Join the club. Misery loves company.
It's amazing, too, when you see the style of play, and that's going to be a big part of it, right? How they put pressure on your defense. They get on the base paths. They can hit home runs, but they don't rely on it. Pitching, again, you Savage, this guy, as you know, in the American League East, deal with him now for the next couple of years, right? Like, you just know that he's definitely special in a big moment, in a big spot, not rattled, absolutely dominant. What a performance. So you have that aspect. But you said something, Don, that, like, when we talked about the Blue Jays a couple of weeks ago, that came back to me when I was, when I'm going through what they did last night and how all of a sudden they've got a stranglehold on a series that just 2 days ago felt like, how are they coming back from that 18-inning loss? And I said, this was a team that finished in last. This was a team that, like anywhere else, it's just blow it up, it sucks, it's not going to happen. They didn't have Bichette. He got hurt. But yet they find a way. And they went from rags to riches. They went from that team that was trying to climb. They were punching up. They were being that annoying little brother team for a couple of years. And then last year they were bad. But they put it all together this year. And the gamble on Bieber pays off big in the World Series. Savage turns into something I don't even think they knew they had until late in the year. Very similar to Schlittler for the Yankees. But is that the definition, Don, of crapshoot? Did I just stump you? Did I just stump you? I thought you'd have a quick response.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, because
I'm now here, Peter.
No. No, don't misunderstand. What I'm trying to say is that you're the one that brought up the idea that this is a team that was in last place last year and all that stuff, and we've been talking about crapshoot. And this team feels like the definition of crapshoot. Just get it right at the right time and get on a run. That's literally what they did. Right?
Well, in the grand scheme of things, because they were in last place last year, but they were the best team in the American League. They did win the tiebreaker against the Yankees.
They had the same amount of wins. Right. But yes, technically correct.
They dominated the Yankees during the course of the year to earn that spot in the American League East. And not that they've necessarily taken advantage of the home field. And we'll see if they take advantage here. The Dodgers may not be dead. We might have a conversation next week about how the Blue Jays blew it. But right now they're a win away with 2 games at home potentially to be able to wrap it up. But that was the conversation we had about the Yankees. The Yankees will point and say, well, we didn't finish in last place last year. We don't do that. We don't bottom out the way the Blue Jays did. Yeah, the Blue Jays won, but last year they were in last place, and we went to the World Series. That victory lap that the Yankees like to take for being consistent, and yet there are teams that are winning championships that can get off the mat. So, yeah, there's the crapshoot of, hey, we went from last place to first place, but there's also we made our corrections, and we put it together. We won 94 games, had the best record to have home field advantage throughout. And we had the home field advantage of the World Series against the big bad, defending champion Dodgers. And now look what we did. that we're the best team in baseball. So is it a crapshoot because they were in last place last year, or is it not a crapshoot because they earned everything this year, and what they were able to do in the regular season, for the most part, they've been able to translate into the postseason?
It just has that, like, I keep coming back to the quote. Now, again, what we've learned is Cashman insists he never said it, and it's a Billy Beane quote. We established that earlier this week, and I'm glad we did. But it's so funny how after we have bemoaned this for so long, that here are the Blue Jays kind of showing us that maybe it really is that. Like, yeah, they built this team properly. They have a system. They have a way. I do think that they allow John Schneider to manage, and I think he does manage from the gut. I do think that he's a little more both these managers, right? Robert's the same way. They all use the numbers. There's no question. They all have a plan with pitchers. There's no question. But it just doesn't it feel like these are two teams that the manager does have like that final say, and he knows he can go away from the plan. Was it Scherzer? Who was it? He walked out and he was going to take him out. No, Scherzer said okay. Who was it? It was one of the last these games, one after the other. But I know there was one where when Schneider says, when I'm jogging out, you have a chance to talk me out of taking you out. If I walk out, you're out. And he walked out, and he still was able to, whoever the pitcher was now, and I apologize for not remembering, but had to talk with him, and then he left. But then he gave up a hit, and he took him out the next time. That feels a little bit more like I have control over the game. Their style of play is a little more also appealing to the eye. It's a little more baseball.
Right.
The Dodgers live and die with the home
out.
run. They make contact. They don't strike out. It just feels a little more appealing. But they were in last place last year playing that way. And now they're on the verge of winning a World Series, their first one since 93. There does seem to be a bit of a randomness, if that's a word that Cashman used, to this when I give it to you in that context. No?
Well, I guess it's kind of like picking it apart, because I think what the Yankees are saying is, when they talk about crapshoot, is though, can you translate your game into the postseason? You're great in the regular season. You build a team that wins X amount of games, win the division, get into the playoffs. We can do that. Yankees have proven they can do that. But does what you did in 162 translate into the postseason? And they're telling you that it's a completely different animal. Playoff, how you win in the regular season is different than the postseason, and there's a randomness to who wins. But what I would turn around and say, all right, maybe there's a randomness year to year for the Blue Jays, but what they did in the regular season, they had the second best record of baseball, best record in the American League, and they're a win away from winning the World Series. So to me, that says not a crapshoot. They were able to take what they did well in the regular season, apply it to the postseason, right? They were dominated against the Yankees in the regular season. They dominated them in the postseason. So I think you're talking about crapshoot as far as year to year. But I think when you talk about crapshoot from regular season to postseason, this isn't random. This is actually the way it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Because the team with the best record, the only other team that had a kick coming was Milwaukee. But we've seen the history of the Brewers, they don't win in the postseason.
And that's the randomness. So good during the regular season, can't get it done in the postseason.
Well, is it randomness, or is it just, hey, maybe they just don't have the guys that can handle that kind of pressure? Think of the Blue Jays. You slay the Yankees. You finally get that monkey off your back, and you lose the first two games at home to Seattle, but you get off the mat and you win. And you said, Milwaukee, they can't do it either. And for years, Toronto couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Toronto was a perennial playoff team. Couldn't get over the hump in the postseason. So what is it? Is it the randomness of, all right, it's Toronto's year? What are you going to do? Or is there something about this team? Did they finally grow a pair? It's just now they can handle the ups and downs of the postseason.
I think it's pitching. I just think it's pitching. You could say that.
Well, you got a pitcher last night.
Jays,
they showed it the graphic. He was an A-ball.
I know.
He didn't pitch in the major leagues till the middle of September.
Yeah, it's wild.
Now he's pitching high leverage games.
What you again? And the Yankees found that in Schlittler, and I'd like to believe that he'd sort of be the same. He would give you kind of the same style. I don't know if he's last night was ridiculously dominant. But I'm saying you want to believe that that's kind of the same thing you found with Schlittler, that you want to believe in going forward.
Yeah.
And if you get Cole, when do you think you'll get Cole next year? The June, right? You'll get him for the second half, wouldn't you? All right, so you have him
maybe earlier.
You know,
just won't have him for training camp. Maybe
you're not going to have Rodon for a while. Pitching is everything. It's everything. It's why you have a chance. It's why you can go from a devastating loss and the next. There's no momentum in the sport, none. It's unreal. And all it is if you're pitcher dominant, you have a chance to win. And that's what they've been getting. Don, they weren't great in the second half. They had a great second quarter of the season right before All-Star break, where they took the division away from the Yankees when the Yankees started faltering. When they were great, and then they just started slipping. They had that terrible run. But the Blue Jays had their own slip, which is why the Yankees were able to catch them. Because they were, remember that they also started to slip, but then they got right at the right time. And maybe it's, like you said, they also played the exact team they needed to play right out of the gate, the team they own, the team they dominate, and the team they felt personal when they were going up against. It was personal for the Blue Jays to play the Yankees. I'm waiting to see when the Yankees take something personal.
That's what they had the chance last year, right? They had the chance last year. The Dodgers danced on their grave.
Yep.
And you would think that would be the mission statement all winter long is we're not going to let that happen again. And I saw pretty much the same team. Because let's not forget, they got hot at the end of the year, but what was the problem? Kicking the ball around, not running the bases well, bad fundies.
Yep.
And then we kind of forgot about it because they got hot and they handled the gauntlet down there and they gave the Blue Jays all they can handle before the end of the regular season. But we forgot the reason you were there in the first place, that whole swoon that they go through for every 6 weeks during the year where they bury themselves by just playing terrible baseball. And then, the postseason is kind of in the postseason. But if you couldn't do it last year, where the Los Angeles Dodgers are dancing on you, every interview they did, they wanted to point out how they were better than you, how they knew that they were going to beat you.
Yep.
Because they saw the weaknesses and exploited them. I don't know what else you need.
Now, you talk about exploiting weaknesses. It sounds like what you're talking about is a big fight feel. And fight fans, Bud Light and ESPN New York are sending you to UFC at Madison Square Garden. Tap the Bud Light tile in the ESPN New York app and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets in the ESPN suite, catching all the action alongside me. You can win through November 7th. Just listen and enter through the Bud Light tile to score your shot at the ultimate fight night. Bud Light is the official beer of UFC, so make your moves now on the ESPN New York app. You got to be 21 and over. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Rules on the ESPN New York app. Please enjoy Bud Light responsibly. Now, guys, we've on the other side of this conversation, though, is the Shohei Ohtani piece. Alan, you said as of a couple days ago you were basically ready to crown Ohtani if he had then delivered another game. He has not delivered since then.
Right. Now, how much was – that's when you ask, again, the fatigue factor is how much did that game take out of him? Because and then he had to pitch the next day, which, he wasn't dominant. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't dominant. And he had some moments. He went. I think he had 4. He struck out the side in the 4th, and then he led off the 5th with a strikeout as well. So 4 straight Ks at one point. So there were moments, but that does also, if you think about it, an 18-inning game where you're on base 9 times, a couple of home runs, a couple of doubles, you're running, you're stealing a base. So you have all that going on, and then the next night you're pitching. I just wonder if maybe because there was no days off, is he going to be better in Game 6 just because there's a day off, catch his breath? Are we going to see him get back in a groove, or is his groove over now? Because he was on a heater, as Don says, he was on a toot, but maybe that has been stopped. And is it less what the Blue Jays have done with him and more? Bieber's approach with him was excellent. He had him chasing, but he just looked tired, didn't he? He did not look the same after that 18-inning game.
You're right, because we don't know. We have nothing to compare it to. I was talking to the guys last night. We went out to dinner, and I was talking to Sheldon Keefe, the head coach of the Devils,
name drop,
about Ohtani. Mm-hmm. They can play at any time. And we were talking about Ohtani, and I said the equivalent would be Stanley Cup final, Game 3, and Jack Hughes scores a hat trick, 2 assists, 5-point night, scores the game-winning goal in overtime. and he's starting in goal the next game.
Right.
It's insane.
Right?
Yeah.
And everybody laughed. Like, oh, imagine that. Like, because it would never happen.
But that's what it is.
It happened in the World Series. I have nothing to compare it to. I don't know, if you go back to the 1918 World Series when Ruth did what he did, what the fatigue factor was for him. Who knows? But we don't have anything really in the last 100 years to compare what that must have been like for him to be on the base 9 straight times in a huge win, then have to pitch a World Series game the next day. So, and with no day off. Even in my hockey analogy, Alan, they would have had the next day off. They wouldn't have played Game 4 until, if they played Game 3 on a Tuesday, Thursday, they'd be playing Game 4. You'd have a day off. So now he gets rest. They did a fly across the country, so we'll see how they handle that. And let's not forget, too, baseball's hard. So it's going to humble everybody. I mean, no matter how hot you were. It just wasn't Game 3. It's been hot the whole postseason, the whole World Series. So is it just, hey, baseball's hard. You're going to get your outs. There's a lot of outs in that bat, as they say, or was he just shot? I mean, how could you not be, man, doing something that's never been done before? Incredible.
Listen,
I mean, on base 9 times, it's a crazy thing.
If the Dodgers win this World Series, he'll have to factor in, which will easily make him the MVP, right? But that's it. He's going to have to factor in if they're going to win this thing, and that would take 2 road games, and that's that would be unbelievable. That really, think about it now, the story, like you wanted it, Don. You said you wanted after that game, you're like, this series now has to go the distance. To make it epic, to make that game become an all-timer, this can't end in Game 6. I don't even think it can end in Game 6 with the Toronto winning 3 in a row. Because that would also take some of the...
That would definitely take... It has to take
it would take some of the epic out of that Game 3, right? It would be... It's a great story to tell in Toronto. It's a great Blue Jays story to tell. But I think it's got to go 7... And the bigger story now is, can the Dodgers make that comeback, or does it go 7 and still Toronto wins it? That makes it a more epic World Series, one we'll be talking about.
It's so interesting because, listen, we were all giddy after Game 3 because what we saw was unbelievable. But it's just not going to age the same if the Dodgers don't even win the series. It's one thing had they won, the next 2 games, 1 and 5. At least this epic Game 3 led to a championship. Imagine if that's the last game they won. Then it's like, so what? It was an epic game. We never saw anything like that before. But what did it mean? They lost the next 3 games and lost the series in 6.
Right.
At least
it's the line, of course. So you won the 18-inning marathon. What did it cost? Everything.
Well, it's like the grand single. What I complained about the grand single. What did it matter? The Mets still lost the series anyway. The only time I think, at least in the World Series, that a win for a team that eventually lost still had legs was the Fisk home run in 75. They still showed that.
Yeah.
And they had lost Game 7. They had lost the series. Now, was that because the Red Sox never win? Or at least you forced a Game 7? But most of the time it gets lost. If you don't win the series, guys, it's going to get lost. If the Dodgers come back and win the series, I think that Game 3 will go down as a part of forever. But it's just going to be, remember when, and have to think about it if the Toronto Blue Jays win the series.
You gave me Fisk. That's a good one. Is there another one that you can remember that the team lost, but the moment still became an all-time moment in the sport? Not for the team. Because, again, the Starks dunk, everybody forgets they lost the series. But Knicks, that's still a memorable moment for all the reasons that we know. But it's not an NBA moment. Give me the sports moment, and the team lost. Fisk is a great one because that was absolutely epic. What else you got?
To think about that. Give me a second.
All right, marinate on that, and in the meantime, we're going to get D. Wood on here. The great Damien Woody is coming up.
That's right.
Yes. We'll get back to the phone calls for everyone. The lines are all jammed. We will get to you in our segment before ENN, so just hang tight, or maybe even after D. Wood next. So we'll do that. The Damien Woody Report right here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like D'Agostino, law, bite back?
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Just an awful ride out there on the roads because of the severe weather. We've got some problems over in Queens. LIE shut down in both directions by Utopia Parkway and Springfield Boulevard, all because of flooding. You're being forced off into the local streets. Better off sticking with the Grand Central and Northern State. Some more water on the roadway on the Cross Island, jammed in both directions, heading over to Union Turnpike. No easy way to get to the outbound George, not even the Henry Hudson going to help you out. Cross Bronx westbound, crawling from the Bronx River Parkway. Inbound George going to run you over an hour for both the upper and lower decks, all because of flooding on the west side highway in the 160s. Outbound Lincoln will run you about 40 to 50 minutes. Outbound Helen, an hour and a half. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
DHR, Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg on ESPN New York on a rainy, crazy day before Halloween. And every week at this time, we are lucky enough to talk to our friend Damien Woody. It's time for the Damien Woody Report. Bet 365 time now. The Damien Woody Report brought to you by Bet 365. Damien, man, we wanted to try to get you on earlier in the week. Obviously, you were busy and had a lot going on, and we have a lot of things to get to in the world of the NFL. But we'd be remiss to not start off asking you about the loss of your friend and really all of our friend here, the great Nick Mangold, who you obviously a different kind of relationship. Would love to hear about the man as a player, as a friend, and just what you'd want to share with New York about Nick Mangold.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you asking me, man. Nick was a brother. You know, anyone that plays in the NFL, if you're a teammate, even if you're not a teammate, you're still part of a brotherhood, and Nick was a brother. We spent so much time together. You know, when you're in those facilities, you spend more time together than you do your own family, so guys become family. And, you know, just so many times, man, that we were just whether meetings or just hanging out at the facilities, the labs. You know, Nick was one of those guys that always kept the mood light. He was a guy that liked to joke around, but when it was time to work, he worked. And you know, on the football field, Nick was one of one. He was maybe the best lineman that I ever played with during my career in the National Football League. Always putting us in the right position. And this is coming from a guy who was drafted as a first-round center. And so I have a different appreciation for the job Nick Mangold did playing the position that I played when I came into the league. But I think more importantly, man, is not only Nick Mangold, in my opinion, is a Hall of Fame player, but he's a Hall of Fame person. He's a Hall of Fame husband. Just the way I just watched him, you know, with his wife Jenny and his kids and all the charitable work that Nick Mangold did, not only throughout his years in the National Football League, but outside, you know, post-career. So, you know, I can speak for all the players, all his former teammates, people who knew him. Nick was just a class individual through and through.
Did you get a chance to talk to him at all recently?
Yeah, I talked to him like 3 weeks ago, to be honest with you.
Okay.
You know, listen, everyone knows that, you know, Nick requested, a kidney. Obviously, you know, when I talked to him, he was tired, but he didn't, you know, it just kind of caught, you know, myself and other guys by surprise because we just didn't expect it to happen, something like that to happen so fast. And I always tell people the most precious commodity that we have is time because we just don't get more of time. And we all, you know, thought Nick was going to be around longer but we just, you know, we just want to cherish the life of the man that we had grown accustomed to knowing and cherishing his memory.
Woody, how'd you find out? And I had heard that did you tell, like, you told Rex Ryan, like, how did, because it was so sudden. Obviously it was Sunday, and everybody's getting ready, you know, for all the football coverage and everything like that. So take us through that.
Yeah, man, I actually I got a call from Alan Faneca, obviously one of our line mates. He had just got off the phone with his wife Jenny and got the news and I think I was his first call, and I was in Bristol between Sports and the Hits, and it just hit both of us like a ton of bricks, man. Because again, it was just shocking because not only did I talk to Nick, but Allen had talked to Nick and spent time with Nick as well. And so, we just spent time on the phone crying and just kind of talking about things, trying to take it all in. And I did call Rex Ryan after Allen, told me, and Rex was shocked as well. So, yeah, man, it's just, you're never ready for something like that to happen. But again, I'm just appreciative of the time that I had with Nick on this earth, man. And it's still hard to really think about that. This man is no longer here.
If I could follow up, you and Faneca kind of raised him, right? Like you guys came in as the vets, and you had to have seen it right away with him, right? Like this guy's got it. Him and Brick.
Oh yeah, I mean that was like the main reason why I came to the Jets. To be honest with you, both Allen and I, we saw what this offensive line had. With the young pups, I like to call them, Nick and Brick and Brandon Moore and at the time we saw what Eric Mangini was trying to do and trying to build. And for me, it was just like, sign me up, because I looked at the opportunity and looked at the talent that was on the offensive line. Like, man, we could be something special. And I feel like, for that 3 years I feel like we were the best offensive line in football. So again, a lot of that had to do with Nick and being the best center in the game and just putting us in positions to be successful.
All right. Well, so the more mundane, fortunately, in the pro football that we watch every single Sunday, obviously tough week for the New York Giants. That loss of Cam Scatterbo certainly hurts from an emotional standpoint and also from a productivity standpoint. He'd been a really sort of a comfort piece, if you will, for the quarterback to have. What did you make from Jackson Dart's performance, and what do we need to see moving forward over the next few weeks? I'll tell you right now, a lot of people here, D. Wood, they may be paying more attention to what Daniel Jones is doing every week and comparing that to what they're seeing from Jackson Dart here.
Well, first of all, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair at all, considering the two circumstances are totally different. I mean, when I talk about quarterbacks and players in general, one of the first things I talk about is infrastructure, right? The environment in which these guys had the potential to thrive. And clearly, just think about the trajectory of Daniel Jones. He, in training camp, he was in a quarterback battle with Anthony Richardson, and look how well he's playing. That's not coincidence. Look at the talent. He has an MVP candidate in his backfield. At the running back, Jonathan Taylor, running back spot. Right. He has an elite offensive line around him, elite weapons. He's just littered with all type of talent, both in the coaching staff and players. And, when I look at Jackson Dart, the dude definitely got the goods, man. I'll say this about the Giants this season. This season was about Jackson Dart. And I think, from everybody that's been watching, it's clear as day that Jackson Dart is that guy. I think the next piece of the puzzle is the coach, a guy that you can carry on to next season and beyond. And I think that's what these next 10 weeks is going to be about as far as Brian Daboll is concerned.
Now, you're right that Indianapolis has a lot of pieces the Giants didn't have, but it's also been suggested, it was talked about on Get Up today, is it just easier to play in Indianapolis than it is in New York? Now, you've played multiple places. Is it harder with the spotlight and the media and what the fans' expectations are? Is it harder to play in New York?
I will say this, Don. Like, in New York, it's unlike anywhere else. The spotlight is definitely on you. But here was my mindset when I played with the Jets, is that I think if you're worth anything in goal, like if you have any type of what I call piss and vinegar about you, you embrace playing in this market. You embrace playing in New York, because the one thing I will say is that everyone knows I played 5 years in New England, won 2 Super Bowls, and that's great. But, man, when we were winning, when I was with the Jets and we went to those back-to-back championship games, there was nothing like it. The experience in New York was just unlike anything that I ever been around. And so as a competitor, you should embrace playing in this environment and going out here and trying to turn this thing around, because if you do, man, you're like a made man. I can tell you that.
It really is amazing, isn't it? Right? There is a huge contrast because the guys you talk to that were on like losing teams, no matter what the sport, they talk about how like you didn't want to go out because you had to hear about it all the time. It took away from the experience. And then the ones that were like, I remember guys who were on bad teams, and then they were able to come back to be on a good, and they wanted to come back. They even took pay cuts to come back because it's like I just wanted to know what it was like. Like I just wanted to know that side of it because it's exactly what you described. It really is an amazing contrast of two totally different lifestyles in New York between just simply winning and losing if you're an athlete.
Absolutely, man. I mean, just take a look at the Knicks. Look at how look at the run the Knicks went on last year and how it transformed, the energy that the city produced because the Knicks were doing well. I was always envious of the Giants when they were winning those championships right around the same time that I was with the Jets, man. And so, honestly, there's nothing like winning in New York. Nothing like winning in New York. It's just a totally different vibe.
Nothing like winning in New York. It's just really hard to do, apparently. One of your former teams, I hate to do this, but I have to. One of your former teams seems like they're back. The Patriots look like they're back. Was Mike Vrabel the most obvious coaching hire they could make? And even though that's tough to, a guy like Mayo who has blood in the ground there in New England, but you realize this isn't the guy. They hire Vrabel and obviously drafting Drake May. But are you sensing in New England that if I'm Buffalo, I'm a little worried that if I don't get one soon, I'm going to have a tough time getting out of my own division?
Well, let me say a couple things. I said before the season the Patriots were going to make the playoffs. It was just Mike Vrabel to New England was the easiest coaching, fit that there was out there. Former player, beloved player, Patriots Hall of Fame player, going back and obviously coaching, for the Patriots. That was a slam dunk. And I thought not only Mike Vrabel was a slam dunk, but then bringing back Josh McDaniel was a slam dunk. A lot of people don't remember. Well, you can say whatever you want about Josh McDaniels as a head coach. Josh McDaniels is one of the elite offensive minds that we've had in our game. And so when you pair him with Drake May, now you're seeing Drake May playing at an MVP type of level. He's playing that well. And I will say this in regards to Buffalo. Okay, you had this division for 6 years. 6 years that you've reigned supreme over the AFC East. And what have you gotten out of it? Zero. Nothing. Not a championship to speak of. And so if I'm Buffalo, if I'm a fan of the Bills, I would be worried right now because, yes, the Patriots are back.
God, it didn't last long enough.
And the Chiefs aren't going away either. D-Wood, did you guys have something about logos on the floor in the locker room in any of the places you played? Because Don talked about something that needs to be talked about earlier in the show, which is teams that have the logo in the carpet in the floor in the locker room, they flip out if you walk on it. Meanwhile, the logo's in center in the middle of the field, midfield or center court, wherever it is, and people are running all over the damn thing. Have you ever had those types of things in your locker rooms?
No, I don't think we really. I think that's more sports specific. Okay. Maybe Don can speak to it as far as hockey. I think that's a thing in hockey, but I know in football it's not really a thing or anything like that. So hockey, those hockey traditions are a little different than other sports. So I respect what they got going on in the National Hockey League.
Who's real quick before I let you go, D-Wood? Who's winning the NFC?
Who's winning? Bro, I could tell you a team now, and I'm gonna give you another team in about 3 days.
All right, who right now?
The NFC,
he's not wrong.
Right now, wow. Right now, I'm gonna go.
Another one of your.
Here we go.
Give me. I'm gonna go Detroit.
Yep. I love it.
Go Detroit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Detroit.
I'll take
now,
another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Detroit.
I will take that. If I listen, because it's all every week it looks more and more like Kansas City. So if we can at least not have it be Kansas City, Philadelphia again, I can live with.
Nice.
I can live with nice. Kansas City, Detroit. D Wood, thank you for making time as always.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
All right, man. The great Damien Woody, brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Guys, we have one segment before ENN. We'll make it all your phone calls next, right here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
Listen up, football. At Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Harry Douglas here. Fellas, it's time to step up your grooming game. Manscaped just leveled up with the Lawnmower 5 and the Chairman Plus, two powerhouses built for unmatched precision, comfort, and control. Whether you're cleaning up before a night out, preparing for a big meeting, or getting ready for a game day, Manscaped has the tools to help you look and feel your absolute best. These aren't just old school clippers. They're engineered for modern men who take pride in their daily routine. So upgrade your grooming gear and experience the difference. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education, with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made were the...
Let's put an end to me.
Woke up this morning.
Who's Suzanne, I want to know.
And I wrote down this song. It is rain today. Hopefully no fire.
No, please no fire.
Turn it up.
I seen fire and I seen rain.
The man's got the voice of an angel.
He does.
How about that picture I got of him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year, Don? Was that not a gem?
That was cool.
And how about the self-awareness of Flavor Flav? Not a sentence you hear every day. To realize when he was in the picture with me and James Taylor, because a lot of celebrities wouldn't have the self-awareness, to not make me say, hey, Flav, do me a favor. Take a hike. I want to take this picture with James Taylor.
Right.
We have pictures together. I love the man. But Flavor Flav recognized, he goes, let me jump out of your picture. And I got to get the solo with me and the great JT.
That is awesome. I was very happy I saw James Taylor at the Apollo about 5 or 6 years ago. Sirius had an event.
That's
My
right.
brother invited me to it, and it was really cool.
I've seen him many times. I've never seen him in an intimate venue like the Apollo.
Yeah, very, very, very cool.
Hey, Sirius does some
Endless
cool
amount of
events
material.
there. Oh, he's fantastic. And Alan, I'm sorry that we weren't close enough at the time. He didn't make the cut for the wedding because my rabbi did a tremendous job, Don, if you remember, incorporating some of the Jewish prayers into something in the way she moves.
That was nice.
He didn't remember it, did he? Yeah.
I remember the Paul Simon.
The delay's killing you.
No, it was sincere.
That's Don is not laying out. It's strictly the delay.
No, but I also could tell he didn't
across the country.
I could tell he didn't fully remember the James Taylor part of it too. There was James Taylor. He's right. There was James Taylor, and there was Paul Simon. He did a great job, that rabbi. Terrific job.
Very good.
Now, guys, real quick,
If I could just quickly here,
yeah, sure,
because we are dealing with a lot today, and I want to shout out our producers, especially Anthony, who's probably trying to plug as many holes right now.
Oh, boy.
Because we have had technical issues on YouTube. We've gone dark a few times. I think it's stabilized, hopefully, but there was a lot of issues going on there. It's amazing that we're all still talking to each other, considering the weather is having an impact on the technology. Anthony will never tell anybody this. As you know, he's very humble, and he will always blame himself. But I don't want that to be the case. So those who are with us on YouTube, we love the fact that you stay with us each day. I do want to apologize for some of the technical issues we've had today.
You're lucky that we're on the air.
But yeah, if you knew, and he hasn't told me all of it, but if you knew what we know what's going on behind the scenes,
you suck, Busick.
No, it's amazing that we've actually gotten almost to the end here without falling.
Yeah, it's really been fine. We haven't even had. I mean, I didn't even notice the issues.
Yeah, no, but YouTube has been an issue today. For us, and it's not a connection problem for Don or myself. It's something else going on that is more than likely weather related. And for those, again, we have a nice audience on YouTube. We appreciate them always coming and watching the show, and we're trying to develop that. But today has not been a great day for that. And Anthony is the one that's he's sweating in the background right now, trying to just keep this together. So thank you, Anthony, and I wanted everybody to understand it. Those who have been watching on YouTube.
Speaking of YouTube, YouTube TV customers, you could lose ESPN and the sports you love, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, NBA, college basketball, and more. Take action. Go to keepmynetworks.com to keep ESPN.
Now, Don, when I asked you about the moment, if Freeman's walk-off, 18 innings, the whole thing, and they lose the series, how that still becomes a baseball moment, even if they lose the series. And I said, come up with something else where something that epic happens and yet you lose, but yet it's still celebrated. And Kofi suggested something that I know I texted you. It's basically the Mr. November home run by Derek Jeter to open the 2001 World Series.
Yeah.
That's still referenced in baseball, isn't it?
I know it's referenced in New York, certainly
it's
because
a
it's
Yankee
tied to
one.
9/11.
Yeah, and
the Yankees are a national team. I think that and the Brocious home runs were a big deal because of the fact that they were walk-offs during a World Series where it seemed like everybody outside of Arizona was rooting for the Yankees because of 9/11 and all that. So I think that would fall into that category.
Okay.
Now, does that live like the Fisk thing was just a perfect storm, right? Of it's a walk-off home run in the World Series. The Red Sox trying to end the curse. He's waving
so epic
to try to keep it fair.
Yeah.
It was a pretty epic shot, a pretty epic moment. But ultimately lost the next day.
I got an NBA one that I don't know if everybody knows, but it is one that the NBA celebrates all the time. You're going to laugh. 1976 NBA Finals. The Suns and the Celtics. Game 5. It's double overtime. They make a shot. The Celtics make I think it was a free throw to take a 2-point lead. There's like no time left on the clock. Boston Garden's going crazy. They're trying to get on the court. They draw up a play, the Suns do. They get it to Garherd, who turns around, just chucks it, goes in, forces third overtime. Now, they end up losing the game still. The Suns still lost the game, and then the next game, lost the series. But the shot it's amazing how it's celebrated because it's such an epic, like, how does this game still going on? The Celtics should have won that game, but this guy makes this insane shot out of a timeout.
Yeah.
And they forced the third overtime. And it's amazing how much the NBA references that shot as an iconic shot. So that's one.
And the Bonds home run in 2002 against Anaheim, because it was just a bomb. I've never seen that home run was crushed.
Ball just kept going.
I don't even remember what happened in the game. They obviously lost that series.
Right.
But there are a few things.
Jordan,
it's really hard, though.
Jordan 63 against the Celtics was in a loss.
In the first round, too.
Yeah. Game 5, right?
But again, that's not something that the sport talks about because Jordan went on to do greater things.
True. But like that moment when people talk about all-time great Jordan moments, that is up there.
It's the first time you recognize, like, oh, dude, this guy's.
But I will tell you, I think the Ohtani performance in Game 3 is iconic enough that it will survive if the Dodgers lose. It just won't survive in the same way.
Yeah.
It'll still be talked about because nobody's ever done that.
Right.
On base 9 times. It's incredible. It'll be discussed. It'll be talked about. It just won't live. It won't be golden the way it would be if they won the series. So
think about this playoff run. If they win if the Dodgers come back to win this World Series, which now is an epic comeback, Ohtani's Game 3, and what he did against the Brewers with 3 home runs and 10 strikeouts, like that's all part of the journey, which makes it a more epic Dodger World Series, one of the great Dodger World Series of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't win it, it's just kind of a story. It's not what it could have been.
All right, we were supposed to take a call here. Who can I get to quickly before we go? Let's hit Lou real quick in the Bronx. Hey, Lou.
Hey, what's up, guys? I love the show, and if you ever get canceled by ESPN, you can go right to Comedy Central because I laugh out loud every day.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, man.
Don, I didn't want to kick you when you were down, and I agree with you. You can't not like something if you've never tried it. So I just stopped at a bodega, and I got myself $100,000. And I got to say, if you're doing Peter's wedding thing, $100,000 goes at table 4 with, like, in-laws, second cousins, and maybe somebody from work that you don't.
You didn't enjoy it. You went and got it, and you didn't like it.
It was the caramel, wasn't it?
I had
Stuck in your
one
teeth.
years ago, like maybe 10 years ago. I hadn't remembered what it was like, so I tried it again, and it's like sticky, like too much caramel.
See?
You know?
Yeah.
That's it. Table 5 in the back. Yep, maybe table 10 in the back. Really,
Throw it in the back. Yeah, they're allowed in, but you're not.
You invite them because you have to, but you're not. Yeah, they're not. They get the last piece of cake.
I agree. If I'm starving,
I'm going to try one.
Only thing available, I'll eat it.
I'm going to try one to be consistent. All right, we still have people on hold. We'll get to you after ENN, which is coming up next right here on DHR.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the night. Get home safe and quick. We're going to start off in Jersey. Problem spot on 17 southbound. Big crash by Moonachie Avenue and Woodridge. Only one lane is squeezing by. Traffic is jammed there from 46 and Hasbrook Heights. Inbound George, still going to run you about an hour for both the upper and lower decks. You stay packed on the Cross Bronx eastbound, heading over to the Bruckner. Still have this flooding on the West Side Highway. Slow crawl heading over to the outbound George. Lanes out in the 160s. Northbound at a standstill there from the 50s on through. Outbound Lincoln going to run you about 45 minutes. Outbound Holland an hour and a half. Still shut down on the LIE in Queens. No access over by Springfield Boulevard. Lots of flooding on the roadway. Cars are stuck in the water. Westbound side, you're jammed from Willis Avenue in Nassau County. Eastbound side, packed from right out of the Midtown Tunnel. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696. And manage your diabetes as easy as...
This is an ENN Special Report. Now reporting...
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Peter Rosenberg!
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good. Good. I'd like to start off ENN by... Well, first of all, welcome to ENN.
Ray Rowe.
You ever watch YouTube?
I'd like to say good evening to Alan.
You want to hammer it? We'll allow it.
It's a mouthful.
You want to hammer it? We'll allow it. Yeah, the audio's terrible, by the way. I got to work on the mic.
Well, that's only when you yell that you're a little... Let me hear it again, Lee.
You want to hammer it? We'll allow it.
No, it's not terrible. It's just a bit hot.
Yeah, it's bad.
By the way, ENN tonight, driven by Ramsey Mazda.
Sure is.
Classic came out tonight from our boy Don.
Well, Alan, don't look at it as he succumbed to the pressure.
Yeah, everyone's favorite British porn star has arrived.
Sorry. Succumb.
We love when Succumb shows up. He was knighted after some of his work in the 90s.
Yeah. Good work. Productive work.
Productive. You know, by the way, you know what he used to do?
You want to hammer
Very
it?
potent.
We'll allow it.
Yeah, very
Why have
potent.
I
A
never
lot
heard
of subscribers.
that before? I have never.
You don't know that?
No.
Oh, that Don says the word succumb. It becomes a porn star who's been knighted.
What is he trying to say?
Succumb.
But there's an R in there for some reason. Well, Alan, don't look at it as he succumbed to the pressure.
Listen, he was British. He did a great job, and they knighted him.
Right, and had a lot of subscribers.
Pound subscribe.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that would have been a stage name. That would have been a stage name. No.
That was my Carlin earlier.
Yeah, that was good. No. That was very.
Don't
mean.
do it, Jacob. Don't do it.
No. Please
No.
Don't hit. Don't. We told you not to.
I got to tell you guys, by the way, during the break, I went and pounded subscribe, and by that I mean ate some more of the brownie that was sitting there. I couldn't help it. I did. I took.
There's more.
So that's mine.
It's still there.
You didn't put it in the fridge for me, did you?
Do you want me now? Listen, here's what I could do.
Well, it's too late now.
No, there's still plenty left, and the place is emptied out. It's a ghost town here. It's a tsunami, and it's Thursday night. And tomorrow it's a ghost town. So, Alan, do you want me to make a move here? I could search for maybe some sort of Ziploc situation.
I'm good. I guess I miss out. That's on me. That's on me for wanting to be a good dad.
Now,
My fault.
Do you think if I put this in a good Tupperware though, and tucked it in our little cabinet we have? Which, by the way, yesterday, Alan,
put that in a fridge.
You would go fridge?
Yeah, go fridge, and then if you want to heat it up, just
I don't think you
microwave situation.
What is it again?
It's a brownie.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't necessarily go fridge though.
You think it would keep over the weekend?
In like an airtight. If we had like an airtight,
we don't have. What do you think this is? Like we don't have that.
We don't have any Tupperware.
I don't know if we have any because at home I get that that airtight Tupperware that you snap shut.
Those are great.
I think my house is filled with them. There's no room to do anything.
Do we know? Because
we might actually
Alana that
have
made
one.
these, right?
It might be mine, by the way. I think I left one here.
Jacob, do we know? Did Alana? When she baked these brownies, did she put any extra ingredients in?
You talking about weed?
Oh no!
I'm just saying.
I'll tell you one thing.
It is very popular.
Was everybody having a great time?
I got news for you.
That would have helped today.
If there was,
that would have helped Anthony. No.
If there was,
you guys know.
If there were weed in those brownies, I would be on the moon right now.
Would you?
Okay. Oh, I had enough. I pounded.
Promise?
I hit subscribe. Trust me. Yeah.
That's too bad.
I hate a weed brownie. You take a bite. Oh, I hate it. You take a bite, and you're like, oh, this is pretty tasty. Have another bite. Nothing's. Oh, it's been an hour. Nothing kicked in. Give me another one. And then another hour passes. And then all of a sudden you go, oh, my God, it's all happening.
Smoke weed every day.
My life is over. And you're thinking of horrible things. I had a horrible experience.
We just have Tullamore do.
So that's safer for me. A nice, a little game time, a little Tully time.
Should I? Because I did earlier.
You had a Tully during the program?
Yeah, when you did the read, I brought it out.
No, you brought it out, but he's talking about take a swig.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Off camera.
You off camera took a swig mid-show of Tully?
How dedicated are you to the sponsor? Let's
I
go.
love Tullamore Dew. They're good to us.
Take a swig.
So I thought,
He's lying.
You're going to be watching volleyball later.
No.
You should drink the bottle.
Awesome. We're going to be winning. Can't wait. Fired up.
I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying you're going to watch
She's
volleyball.
fired up, by the way. I dropped her off at school this morning. She's like Barbie, like this girl. She's not like this fiery competitor. You had to see the look in her eye when she got out of the car.
She's right.
She's fired up. I was like, this could be your last high school game. She looked at me. She goes, no, it isn't. I was like, wow. Okay.
All right.
Look at death. I love it.
So apparently she is a fiery competitor.
Extremely. She's like a mother.
Yeah, the successful athlete in the family.
Exactly.
Well,
no doubt about it. She gets height from me, athleticism from mom.
That's exactly right. Well, I mean, Don, let's just be honest. We got to be realistic about who made it further in their athletic endeavors. Alan's at a lower level. That's just a fact.
It is a fact. I'm not running away from it at all.
What did your wife play?
Look, the right thing to do. She was softball. She played at North Carolina.
North Carolina, she played softball.
Yeah.
And where did you play basketball?
At LIU Post. Which doesn't exist. Now it's just LIU.
You bankrupted the program. That's how bad it was. It was like you and Sports Phone, Don. He killed the whole thing.
Stole money. The best part was they chant. I was at a free throw line one time at Cheney State. They chanted GPA.
Did they really?
Oh, that's always a good go-to.
I thought it was funny. My coach got mad at me for laughing. He's, "Why are you laughing at?" I'm like, "Because that was funny."
Wait, so were they trying to say that in addition to not being good at
team, you're on the team just to like get the GPA up on?
Oh, they meant that you're smart. Okay,
like you're on. The only reason why you're here
is GPA.
Yeah,
I thought they were chanting because your whole school was stupid.
Oh no. The whole thing, the whole idea was that like I'm in the game and it's just like who brought this dude? I'm like, what's he doing here? That's all. I didn't quite fit. on the team.
Well, listen, it's better than what they chanted, when my high school would play Whitman, and the people would chant when the cheerleaders came out, 1, 2, 3, 4, get the cattle off the floor. I think that you got. Yeah, it's not. Come on, that's not right.
It's tough.
They would know the rivalry there was ugly. All right, let's get into it, guys. It's time for some ENN, shall we?
Sure.
Good news, everyone. Nebraska has signed Matt Rule for a 2-year contract extension that will take him through 2023. I know I'm personally excited.
He's not going anywhere.
Oh, I can't wait. Next year I'm locking in. You kidding me? Get me set with some Cornhusker football.
What are they ranked?
God only knows. The extension includes an increase in his buyout this season to $15 million from $5 million. And guys, when it comes to college football coaching, the only thing that matters is the buyout. Let's be honest. That's all that's happening.
Bracket. Oh, by the way, I'm being told they're not ranked.
Oh, they're unranked.
Imagine if they were like 25th. How much he could get?
God, what a racket!
What a racket!
Now, let's stay here. Let's stay in college football for a second. Deion Sanders is back at the podium with some things to say about what everybody wants.
Everything is expeditious in this country. Everyone wants the quick fix, the quick things. You got mail order brides too, right? You get married, right away. You come in here flat as I don't know what, and leave thick as a snicker.
You missed the really good part of that.
I got to play it again now. Sorry. Don, let's wait till the end before we make fun of the media laughter. I only caught a second of it. Hold on.
Everything is expeditious in this country. Everyone wants the quick fix, the quick things. You got mail order brides too, right? You get married, right away. You could get a BBL. You could come in here flat as I don't know what, and leave thick as a snicker.
Thick as a snicker.
Thick as a snicker.
Yeah. Thick as a snicker.
Flat-chested women he's talking about, I guess.
Well, no. Well, he said BBL. Oh, he said flat? He said you come in flat and leave thick as a snicker?
He said you come in flat and get a BBL.
Yeah, no, I think he's talking about booty, John.
Yeah,
that's
Brazilian butt.
Oh,
that's a Brazilian
heard
butt.
about these,
I was in the wrong area.
Yeah,
heard about these vacations that some.
Well, it kind of made sense because he was talking out of his behind. So
a quick trip to Colombia, Brazil.
Sure.
I got to be honest with you. And this
you got no
that
use.
guy. I don't see the appeal at all. And
Of
that's not
Deion?
me. Giant fan, hating him because it has nothing to do. He was a fabulous player, one of the great players I've ever seen.
I love.
I don't see it.
No, I
don't get
He's
it.
an entertainer, man.
That's fine. There's plenty of
He
people
can
entertained. Shecky
inspire.
Green entertained. I don't want to have to hear about him every 2 seconds. No, enough. I don't see it. I'm not a college football guy, number one. Number two, the teams aren't that great, but everybody gets infatuated with stuff because nationally we can only handle like 4 topics at the same time. Lakers, Cowboys, Deion, and something else going on. So I don't get it. I don't see it. Everybody have fun with it. I'll agree I'm in the small minority of people. I don't see it. And don't make me try to see. I'm good.
Oh, no, we're going to Clockwork Orange you now. We're going to make you watch.
I'm good.
We're going to strap you down, pull your eyelids open.
No,
feed you nothing but sleeping pills and make you watch.
Now, listen, he's. I agree with Alan that he's an entertaining man, but the football portion of it, I don't know that I see this ever working out. Like I think we're on a slow grinding press conference filled path to him just being on camera on Saturdays or Sundays sitting at a desk. Don, doesn't that feel like we're going is that he's just going to be a guy who talks about stuff?
Well, he has a show.
I get he's a breath of fresh air, but I just don't see it. There hasn't been like a ton of winning, but people just he's kind of freshened up, I guess, that whole thing. But whatever. People talking about he'll be the next coach of the Cowboys. What a mistake the Cowboys would be making there. But whatever. People like him.
Let's hear from Jeff Landry, the Louisiana governor.
Oh, now this is a gem. I thought this was AI.
He's talking about LSU and saying that the athletic director at LSU will not pick the next college football coach.
No. I can tell you right now, Scott Woodward is not selecting the next coach. Hell, I'll let Donald Trump select it before I let him do it. I don't know, but the Board of Supervisors is going to come up with a committee, and they're going to go find us a coach.
picks the wrong nut. And I got news for you guys. Jeff Landry ain't the smartest squirrel. He sounds like a damn fool. And you all know there's only one man born in the great state of North Kakalaki, USA, who's meant to be the head coach of the football program over in Louisiana.
But he wasn't.
And I'll tell you who that man is. His name is Dr. Frederick Elvanius Parsevian Key, a.k.a. I'm on Key. And I'll tell you who I make my assistant coach the day I get the job.
Okay, what was the middle name again?
My assistant coach will be, and I hope he's prepared for this.
Receiver?
No, that's a mascot. It's going to be my man, Cajun Don McGregor.
What that kid gonna do?
UNC 126th in points for in the NCAA.
Who was that? Wow. Who just said that?
Fauci.
Yeah, that's just facts. Facts said that.
Who said that?
And by the way,
I have alternative facts.
You're not from the great state of North Kakalaki. You're from Alabama.
I'm Freddie Key.
You were born in Alabama.
From Alabama.
Not Kakalaki.
From Alabama.
Yes.
Made in Kakalaki.
No, you were not made there. I don't know where your parents made you, but I don't think it was North Carolina.
I promise you, my parents made me all over the backseat of their 57 Buick.
Tom Brady gonna win.
And that's my assistant coach right there. So you listen to the huddle. This is what it'll sound like. I go, hey, Cajun Don, what do you want to run here? 3rd and 11. What you thinking? Option?
Tom Brady gonna win. All the time they're gonna get Tom Brady. Tom Brady gonna get to the Super Bowl. I don't want Tom Brady to go to the Super Bowl. I want to get the defense. I want to win.
I hear you loud and clear. All right. B32. 32.
Shame on Saturday, shame on Sunday. I don't even know the boy.
Got a hell of a program.
Some French fried potatoes.
He was reared by his wife and his mom. I'm going to tell the defense to fold that kid in half. He was reared by his wife and his mom.
What happened?
Only we could just...
What happened?
Oh, boy.
Reared by...
Now, for those who don't remember, that was Ed Orgeron, who said he'd love to be the LSU coach again.
Did he?
There you go.
Yeah, why not?
Of course he would.
They're probably still paying him. So.
Now, can you imagine a world in which Governor Hochul was commenting on who is going to be the next head coach at Syracuse?
But now, if I could defend...
Please, go ahead.
The
floor is all yours.
Well, because the man, you know what he was saying?
Go ahead.
The AD is not going to be allowed to pick the next coach. Here's why. We're dropping $50 million on the guy we kicked out the door, who was hired by this AD. And what he was pointing out in his entertaining Cajun way is that, you know what the connection is? They both have the same agent. And he felt like we're being hoodwinked and bamboozled. Like this is again, it's a state university, and he's saying enough's enough. We're paying these coaches to go away, and the AD gets to pick another one that he's going to fire to tell go away. We're going to pay him $50 million, and what we're realizing is that these agents are making money off all of this stuff. And he said enough's enough, or he said however he would say it, how Cajun Don would say it. But that's what I actually think he made a great point. It was just
he did. He just
entertaining.
He sounded like a maniac.
The AD who has the job at LSU also gave Jimbo Fisher a $70-some million payout.
Do you see the trend here that if you were a politician that was running the state and the state had a budget that was blowing up and other problems they had to fix other than getting a new freaking football coach, wouldn't you say, I don't like this anymore. I'm not letting you hire the guy. We're going to find another way to do it, so that you and your agent don't benefit from the next time you fire him.
I got one thing to say. I'm here with my family. All right. Charles Barkley is not thrilled with the current state of NBA players.
It's interesting when you talk about coaching. Coaches, in my day, when the coach criticized you, it was called good coaching. When people criticize players today, it's called hating. Mm-hmm. And that's why these bombs be driving me crazy. Like, dude, that's what coaches, their job is to criticize. It ain't criticism, it's coaching.
Who be driving you crazy, Chuck?
These bombs out here talking about these guys are hating on people. You mean
coaching them?
Coaches doing their job?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Who's driving them crazy? These what?
Wahoo?
Did he say bombs?
Bums?
Wait. That was bums?
What's her
It's
name?
interesting when you talk about coaching. Coaches, in my day, when the coach criticized you, it was called good coaching. When people criticize players today, it's called hating. And that's why these bombs be driving me crazy. Like, dude, that's what coaches, their job is to...
Oh, I love Chuck. He's great.
That's the Chuckster to you and me.
No, he's not. Is he wrong? He ain't wrong.
No, of course not.
No, he's not wrong. Okay.
I by the way, I think people overstate the
That's good audio.
It's beautiful. It's on ESPN.
This is a really good audio day.
That's Inside the NBA from ESPN to you and me. Do you know that people were like, I don't know. I felt like opening night of the NBA. I saw some people like when the Peacock thing started. People were like, "Oh, finally seeing people who are excited about the NBA and not talking trash about their product." I love that Inside the NBA. I never question how much they love the game. Like, to me, it's like someone like me who sits around and complains about hip-hop or wrestling. It's never a matter of how much I love it. That's built into the DNA. People who love things the most are usually who have the most critical takes on those things.
Right, because they demand more of it.
That's what love is.
But
if you look at the ratings, right, you just wonder, like, the audience, I think, wants that. I think there needs to be some accountability. Can't all just be a love fest. I don't think fans really want that.
But
the leagues want it.
The players like it.
Right.
And the players love it, but the fans who are watching, if they're just going to get everything's rosy, they're going to tune out. They're not going to care.
Yeah. It's to me, there's like a warring faction of fans. The newer school ones are the ones that sort of are getting tired of the old heads constantly criticizing. And that's literally what he's talking about when he says these bombs, which I thought he was talking about something else when he said that.
But I think it just, is he complaining because is it get off my lawn, back in my day, or just like legit criticism? Unfortunately, there are going to be people that look at him always, an older player in my day, even reference back in my day. They don't want to hear that. I think they want to hear the criticism, but not feeling like it's coming from a place of the game's not as good as it was when I played.
That's the problem, and it's always that way, right? Things were so much better, right? Remember, it's the whole idea of like, this is the time when basketball was its best. That's the problem that I guess a younger generation doesn't want to hear. Stop telling me how great things used to be back then, and you're complaining about the way things are today because things weren't great then with the game. The final scores were 86-84. That's not entertaining, right? You could clutch and grab and being able to arm bar and all that stuff. Post-ups with two dinosaurs just posting up. Everybody just stood there watching. It was a different game, but there was a standard that was different. You heard Michael Jordan stuff about load management, right? Yeah. Did anybody really buy the fact that he said that I couldn't sit out because of the guy that was sitting all the way up in the upper deck, and what if this was the only game? That's something that has been said over and over again. It feels very cliche now when people say it. But the best part is that when Tirico kind of pushed him on it, he's like, you really cared what a fan in Detroit was saying up in the upper bowl? And he's like, yeah, I wanted to shut him up. That made it funny. But like I understand what they're trying to say about how the game is different now. But what Chuck's saying about coaching and how you can't be tough on players, it's not because the player can't handle it. It's because once you find out that a player is being, coached with tough love, media hears about it because somebody leaks it to the media, and then it becomes a controversy. And then fans get mad because they always side with players. It has become more of a societal thing, and I think that's what's bothering Chuck and the rest of those guys.
Before we get out of ENN, Mark Schlereth, better known as Stink to you and me.
This is disgusting.
Sure. He went on You Better You Bet podcast and had something interesting to say.
People that don't know how to travel, like nobody wants to see your feet in flip-flops on a plane. Not one person. Nobody wants to see you in a tank top with your armpits hanging out. That drives me insane. But I always pee on the floor to make sure. I've seen people walk in in socks in the bathroom. I always pee on the floor to make sure if you walk in socks, you're getting urine on your feet.
He had me until that part.
Yeah, well,
he's right about the feet and the armpits and all that stuff. I'm with him.
We got to, here's the thing about Mark Schlereth and interviews.
Lick my fingers and touch it.
Maybe time to just stop. That'll do it for ENN on this beautiful Thursday evening. Driven by Ramsey Mazda, it's the experience of driving a new Mazda and buying a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely, choose Ramsey Mazda. It's all on the table. Anything we've talked about throughout the day, 1-800-919-3776. We've talked a lot of candy today, guys. We've talked some World Series. We've talked some Daniel Jones and Indy. It's all here for you. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg taking it till 7 o'clock.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
Fight fans, Bud Light and ESPN New York are sending you to UFC at Madison Square Garden. Tap the Bud Light tile on the ESPN New York app and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets in the ESPN suite. Catching the action alongside me, Peter Rosenberg. Through November 7th, listen and enter through the Bud Light tile to score your shot at the ultimate fight night. Bud Light is the official beer of UFC, so make your move now on the ESPN New York app. Must be 21 and over. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Rules on the ESPN New York app. Please enjoy Bud Light responsibly.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today. 1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one bath fitter.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back.
I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life. Like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and the energy. One of my personal favorites, Strawberry Banana. It's giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for you. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce coffee, but zero sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
God, this beat is truly one of the absolute all-time best. It's just the best. It is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg taking you up until just about 7 o'clock. YouTube TV customers, you could lose ESPN and all the sports you love, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, the NBA, college basketball, and more. So take action. Go to keepmynetworks.com to keep ESPN. Without any further ado, let's get to the phone calls. Tyler in Jersey, start with you. What's up?
What's going on, fellas? Best show on ESPN, by the way.
Thank you.
Hands down to Anthony for keeping it together for you guys.
He's the man.
Real
Okay,
MVP.
all right. Leaving the sweet candies out of it, the sweet fruity ones. This draft just has to be, chocolate bars, whatever. Okay, Snickers is always going to be number one. We all know that.
It was a tough one for us to lose that. And remember, we picked last, so that was a tough one to lose, of course.
Okay.
It's Zion Williamson, for God's sake.
Twizzlers, absolute garbage, by the way, Peter.
Thank you very much.
Absolute garbage.
Thank you.
$100,000, very underlooked. That's not the type of one where you're eating at like a bus stop, just trying to get a meal in. $100,000 is something that is rich and something that you melt in when you're at the end of your day, laying in bed after you're done doing what you're doing. Let me get down on $100,000. Whatever.
There you go.
All right.
That's a drop.
Yeah, you know that, Don. But
I do.
Not even in the draft profile. Take fives. Take
Not
five.
bad. I like a take five.
Take five.
I like
Take
that.
five.
I don't even think I know what it
It's
is.
got everything that you need. It's got the chocolate, caramel, peanuts, peanut butter, nougat. Take five.
Take
Very
five.
underrated. How is that not even taken around?
Let me look it up. Oh, sorry. You were talking too much.
No, that's good.
I did the right thing, right?
Yeah.
It was like the words were.
I was waiting for the music.
Yeah, the words were.
Yeah,
just coming out.
Take
I
five
worked
is
at a
literally
farm.
what should have done.
I worked at a pharmacy, so there was a lot of different candies that we had at the counter, and Take Five, very underrated. But I can understand you not knowing it and being familiar with it.
Oh, it's a Reese's candy.
No, that's the new one.
Oh, so
there's an original Take Five also.
There's original Take Five, yeah. Very good.
That's on its own?
Yeah.
But it's
Where is this even available? I can't even find a picture of it. Oh, there it is. There's like a black thing. It sounds great.
Should be in a red wrapper.
Yeah. Oh, I see a red wrapper now too. I'm not familiar. I'm not saying it's not good. Again, but you got to throw up candies. I really think if you're trying to build a team that can win, it's got to be something that people all know. In respect to Take Five, I thought he was talking about the a cappella group Take Six. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Let's go to our good friend Jonathan in L.A. Hey, Jonathan.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Guys, so I think, Peter, that that Toronto tomorrow closes it out. Game 6 at the 6. Get it? I mean, that's what I think. And Han,
oh, dear God,
if the Blue Jays win it, would you be happy at least for Donnie? I mean, I know we don't want either of these teams to win it all, but hey, someone has to win.
Would I be happy for who? Oh, for Mattingly?
The Mattingly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for him, but I don't want him getting a ring that's not a Yankee ring. So, but good for him, but I'm not celebrating it. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, no one says celebrating it, but as long as it's just a bit,
good for him.
happy for the guy.
Yeah,
you know?
attaboy. I don't know what else to say. Like, that's,
Yeah, attaboy.
Donnie,
Good for you, pal.
Attaboy. Good for you, Don. You got one. You had to leave the Yankees to get a ring. Nobody ever says that.
Yeah, all right. Don, so I'm planning to take my family to the hockey game on Sunday, Devils versus the Mighty Ducks. Last time we were on hold, you guys didn't answer me, but my son was really happy to ask you if it gets cold on the hockey games if you go. But we're planning on going. You can answer that for him. I'll show him the rewind later. And hopefully I get to see you on Sunday, man. Thanks so much.
Yeah, let me know. Reach out to me on social media. The game will be 5 o'clock local time, so early enough for him to go. Does it get cold in the arena? It does, but not like you got to wear a winter coat or anything like that. But it'll definitely be a few degrees cooler than it is outside. But just let me know. I'd like to be able to get a chance to see you and your son in Anaheim. Chris Kreider missed time because of Coxsackie.
Oh boy!
Yikes!
No one wants the Sacky.
We need to come up with another name for that.
Well,
there's a town.
It's hand, foot, and mouth disease. Right? They say that's what they called it.
Yeah. Isn't that an upstate New York town?
Yes,
there's something like
the way
that.
to Albany.
Let's go to Bear. Bear?
What's up, Dad?
I hear you pooped in the hallway today.
What is he, Mark
Bear.
Oh, my bad.
No, I was just calling because I wanted to give that guy to Booger. I'm sorry.
Oh, why?
Every week he calls, he's that guy like he's above y'all. He acts like you guys are just some podcast he's calling in on.
Oh, why?
I say bring Woody in.
100% agree.
Bring Woody in twice a week. It's a fun interview.
Wow.
He's always cool, respectful, and fun. Booger's always talking down. I don't like it.
I sense.
And on the old show,
all right,
on the old show that I was blessed with 2 point guards. You don't give them anymore, but I was hoping this might give me a third.
Well, I bet
it would if we had it. It would be.
Yeah, I you know what I like? I always like listener input is critical, right? So he's hearing it. Like, we might be a little less filtered, more filtered because he's a guest. We're not thinking about how does he sound. Although Don, clearly you
hates his guts.
You had enough of him.
I love this spot. I don't care for you, Booger.
Yeah. That's you made that clear. So maybe this is something we have to discuss. Like, we don't have to keep him, right?
I think Booger's really good.
If the listeners don't like him and feel like he's treating us poorly, Don already is out, so now there's 1/3 of the show already doesn't want him.
Play that drop again. Play that drop again.
Go. Yeah.
I love this spot. I don't care for you.
Yeah,
Booger.
I love this.
So you think he's actually good?
I don't have to like everybody. I like the spot. I just don't care for him at all. But I can. Both could be true. I don't have to love everybody I interview.
I think he brings it sometimes.
I think he always does.
I think
he always gives you he gives us hot takes,
but
generally there's always.
I've never felt that he talks down to it. He disagrees honestly, and I can respect that.
Well, he's got a Keyshawn Johnson way about him when he talks to you that he's messing with you, but it sounds like he's being patronizing or talking down. But it's really just him. He likes to he's messing with you, but that's just his way. Keyshawn's like that too. People misunderstand.
Yes, very much like Keyshawn.
Yeah. Don loves Keyshawn.
Oh, big fan. Let's go to Britt in New Jersey. Hey, Britt.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey, Britt.
Hey. So I'll call myself a cannabis professional in the markets of New Jersey and New York. And so, Peter and any listeners, I wanted to give you some sound advice on how to handle when the edible hits you too hard.
This is useful.
Follow it up. Yeah, this is very useful.
No, big for the listeners.
I'm giving real education because this is very important to me. So if you eat some form of CBD, that will bring you down from that high, that basic, where you're all in your head and not feeling it. If you eat some CBD, whether it's a CBD gummy, CBD tincture, it'll bring the high right back down, and you'll feel fine You'll be okay.
So CBD will balance out the getting too stoned off of an edible.
Correct. So
Wow.
if you look in the market, there are edibles that have CBD in them, and they're a 1-to-1 ratio or a 2-to-1 ratio. So that gives you that well-balanced high where you're not, out of your mind. And, take a deep dive on minor cannabinoids, and your mind will be blown. How far cannabis has come is amazing. And, so I just wanted to educate you, your customers.
Britt, this is fantastic call, by the way. I think we should do a weekly spot with Britt. Just get education each week.
Listen, I
think it's very
our
important.
audience. I'm telling you,
our audience for sure. I've learned that
75% of our audience. 75% of our audience partakes. 50% are high when they call.
Don has said many times, this is the show of high.
I think
the show of high.
I'd never realized it until now, because Bart and I at the noon hour, we would always find like, wow, like the callers are on a different planet. But this show, once we hit about 4:30, it's obvious.
And by the way, today every one of our callers were high.
You think so?
There's been a lot
of.
It's
a rainy day. You're probably in the house. What
I'm
else
not.
is there to
I'm
do?
not. I'm not mad
No
at it.
judgment.
It's an observation.
Yeah.
Griff has never been high.
Griff has
doesn't
never
need to be.
Yeah.
As difficult as it to believe, I don't believe Richard has ever been high. That guy's high.
So good.
That was the beginning, Don, of us starting to realize how much this was the show of high.
And I'm not mad at it. It's good. I mean, we have found our following, and we got to lean into it. So that's why that would be a great weekly little maybe just a tidbit, just each day, just drop a little something.
And listen, if someone gets too high, we know who can arrest them. Danny on Long Island. Hey, Danny. Oh no, Danny.
Danny's
yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
There you go. Hey, Danny.
Yeah.
You got me. By the way, I just want to announce that the rain has finally stopped on Long Island. An ark just went down the block with two of each animals. The unbelievable was 2 weeks ago we had a warning that we were going to have Armageddon of a tropical nor'easter, whatever they call that. Didn't get an ounce of rain, and today no idea what's going to happen. I have tornado-like winds blowing in my house all day long. So thanks, weatherman. Another good job.
Listen, it's like baseball. The weatherman just tried. They try. You bat 250, you're doing pretty good. You know what I mean?
That's not bad. Although
like in Major League Baseball, like the new MLB guys, 250 is good.
Danny,
Look, I wanted to wish Hahn all luck tonight. And
thank you. I wanted, though, because I'm checking. I got to get in the car and hurry up to Oyster Bay in a minute, and it's still raining here, and it's supposed to keep raining according to my report.
Oh no, Dan!
Not good.
Bring the tissues, because God forbid the team loses. As you're talking about that, I'm thinking about 2010. My son was playing a playoff game in football, senior year, and they're driving down the field to score a winning touchdown or take the lead touchdown, and they run out of time. And I'm in the stands, and I see my son run down. It was like a 20-yard gain. He gets down in his stance. He's playing left tackle, and everybody stands up and starts walking away. And he's standing there like, what's going on, guys? And they're like, we're out of time. And I saw his shoulders slump.
Yeah.
And I wanted to jump over the bleachers and run onto the field and give him and I'm not that type of guy. I mean, you could just see when it's over. And then a couple of years ago, my son made the last out in the Nassau County Championship. And when he hit first base and turned the corner, you just saw the energy, how much these kids put into it. And these are their hometown. Well, your daughter goes to a private school. But when you're in your hometown high school and you're playing with the kids you grew up playing with, those are your guys in your field. When it's the last day, and even if you're going on to college, it's never the same. Those are your boys. Those are your field. And it's just a moment of your life you will remember forever. So, Mr. Hahn, I hope it doesn't happen tonight. Hope the kid goes on for more games. But it is a special time in her life, no doubt.
Oh, she loves this team. This is her favorite year of playing volleyball. The 4 years she played there, she loves this team. She loves the coach. There's a vibe about them. And she told me this morning, I was like, this could be your last game. She gave me this dirty look, like, nope. I'm like, all right, go get it. So I can't wait to see it.
Man, awesome, awesome stuff. All right, we will close out with a couple of phone calls and get you up till 7 o'clock, and then it's almost Halloween. It's almost weekend time. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
YouTube TV customers, you could lose ESPN and the sports you love, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, the NBA, college basketball, and more. Take action. Go to keepmynetworks.com to keep ESPN.
The fall is here and Halloween's right around the corner, which means the cold weather is coming. And that's why now's the time to fill up with Romeo's Fuel. Fill up before it gets too cold. Now is the best time because prices are still so low. Romeo's Fuel makes it easy for you to keep your house comfortable and warm in the coldest months. Get discount home heating oil from the best in the business. Order online at romeosfuel.com for the best and lowest price on home heating oil. That's romeosfuel.com, romeosfuel.com, romeosfuel.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
There he goes to the 20, 10, 5. That's a Jet touchdown. That's a Jet touchdown.
Jets fans, be there at MetLife Stadium to see the New York Jets take on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, November 9th at 1 p.m., presented by Verizon. Don't miss your chance to experience the excitement of game day at MetLife Stadium and cheer on your Jets. Lock in your seats at nyjets.com/tickets and get ready to clear the runway.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damien Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
We got some feedback about the Booger McFarland segment.
Yeah. From who?
So Patrick Jones said that Britt should replace Booger McFarland.
Okay.
In her segment. But T. Jones, TP, said that was one listener, the Booger spot rules.
Yeah, I think he's very good. I think he's very good.
It just shows you that like one person can't tell you what the whole audience is feeling. It's sort of like if you had this rating system where one person's listening habits was supposed to project like what 1,000 people would be listening to. Makes no sense.
I know, and that's you'd be surprised how the rating system works. Let's go to Richard.
Don, Peter, Alan, this is for you. The greatest ball player that came back to the Knicks. He beats out J. Kidd by a little. Do you know who?
You said came back to the Knicks?
That came to the Knicks after a great career. and he's much better than Rasheed Wallace. Played the same position. Was the prototypical power forward, early 60s.
Oh,
Jerry Lucas.
Well, that was 70s. I was going to say Jerry Lucas, but when you said 60s, I said okay.
No, he was a premier forward in the NBA.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He was next to Bob Pettit.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Yes, so he was the best player.
Oh yeah. He won a championship with the Knicks, so that's
correct.
Yeah.
You guys forgot about Tony Dorsett yesterday. Dorsett was a Bronco.
Yeah.
And then you got Warren Spahn, came to the Mets. Now, the basketball player, this is a little tricky. He's like Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra played one game for the Mets as a pinch hitter. Do you know what basketball? Same equivalent in status, greatness. Bob Cousy came to the Kansas City Omaha. You remember he suited up in the game?
Yes.
Because they couldn't bring the ball up against the Knicks.
Yep. He was a player coach.
That was unbelievable.
Checked himself into the game.
I'm surprised at you, hockey. You had to bring up either Boom Boom Jeffrion or Jacques Plante.
Thank you, Richard.
Now, Allen, as far as the great.
Did he go Boom Boom Jeffrey on you, Don?
I need the drop. I need before the show's done. We need Boom Boom Jeffrey on. No, we need Boom Boom Jeffrey on before the.
I actually have him in my NHL team this year.
Really?
Yeah, he's my fourth line winger.
Boom Boom Jeffrey on.
He was a Ranger. He was a Ranger at the end of his career. Jacques Plante was a Blue towards the end of his career. I love how it's like not
he wore
that
a mask.
We didn't get to, we forgot. I remember Tony Dorsett in Denver, and so did, but everybody else in Denver forgot.
But you know, Peter, here's one for you that people brought up. Not a player, but Vince Lombardi as the coach of the Redskins.
That's right.
Well, yeah, but it's like kind of a.
That's jabroni land. Stop it.
Well, no,
after everything that he did, jabroni land.
Well, hold on, Don. Hold on. Hear me out. You're not wrong, but you are wrong. Does that make sense?
That's Allen, by the way.
Of course.
Because Don, you would agree, like as much jabroni land as it was relative to how you picture him, it was sort of a moment, a big moment. He went there and turned the team around very briefly, and then got sick and died. I mean, it's like it's a very unique circumstance.
It's almost bad guy territory that Allen brought that up.
Yeah,
no.
Because he went 7-7 and got a lot of credit for turning around a team that never won, and then he got cancer and died.
And then it killed him.
I think if he didn't die, he might have led them to a championship.
Well, but that's the thing. He went to a play. It killed him.
Well, then he went to real jabroni land.
Well, I don't think so.
No, there's some of the greatest of all time are there. There's more legends there than here.
Yeah, well, it's not hell worthy to be a jabroni,
right? So you think well, by the way, even hell's chock full of legends.
It's still amazing that the Giants once had Vince Lombardi and Tom Landry, and they chose not to hire either one of them. Let them go off and take jobs elsewhere.
And
amazing.
Lombardi wanted the job so desperately.
Right.
And, Steve Owen was the coach. And
did they ever consider hiring Boom Boom Jeffrey on? Let's go to Nas.
That's a nickname.
Let's go to Nas. Hey, Nas.
Baby, can you open more windows?
Sure. I got you.
Yeah, get them.
Hello.
Yeah, we'll open the window for you, Nas.
Hi. Yeah. Hi. So I just wanted to say I was listening on the podcast because I would listen from work and I'm on delay. And I was in the early segment when Alan, you mentioned that Alan gave you this great advice about having children 4 years apart minimum. I had Logan at 32 and Max at 37.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
I can tell you the benefits of having kids that far apart is amazing.
Yeah.
You like the 5 years apart?
I love it because, number one, they never in school at the same time together, so you don't have that whole thing. And the college years are really proving to be beneficial because now that I'm paying for Rutgers, dorming and all that, it would have been crazy to do it with two at the same time.
Right, but
it's amazing.
There is one negative, guys. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but it's my brother and I were 3.5 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go 4 or 5 years apart, there will be a time where they will be out of each other's lives, right? Like one's in high school, the other one's still in grammar school, one's gone on to college, the other's still in high school. Like, so there were times, even just 3.5 years with me and my brother, that we weren't in each other's lives because that little bit of a gap, we were in different worlds. Then you get to a certain age and then we're back and we've never been closer. But 5 years, guys, there will be a period in time where they will not be in each other's lives. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but it is
different era
it is
now.
something.
I'm sorry to interrupt, But there's a different era now because they FaceTime and text consistently. And Max, because Max grew up watching the shows that Logan watched because they were around Logan, and that's an extra set of hands at that point where you're like, watching sister, watch your
but there's also going to be, does the 18-year-old kid want his 13-year-old brother hanging around?
But it's not about that though, Don. It's more about it's what Naz is saying is what I see is the younger ones already see the standard set. If you get it right with the oldest one, the rest of them all just understand. All right, this is the standard, It doesn't have to be. Their relationship is always going to be close because the family will be close, and that'll always be there. No, they're not going to always hang out together, but that's not how it's supposed to be.
From a parenting standpoint, I 100% agree.
It just makes life easier for you, but it also, to me, creates. I don't know. There's less animosity and there's less competition, and like Maya, if you have a baby right now, Maya will look and be like, "Wait a minute, I was getting all the attention. Now you're doing this," and there'll be an animosity there,
right? On some
that
level.
You'll have to overcome, and they'll eventually overcome it because it does happen. But it just feels more ideal.
So and by the way, I can relate to this same thing. My brother and I were 4.5. We did not go to high school together. We missed each other. He started college. I started high school. We've remained very, very close. Always talk basically every day. And when he was at college, it was kind of nice. I had my own world and did my thing, and then he did his. Hey guys, you want to run it back and do it tomorrow?
Why not? It should be fun.
Halloween. Bring your candy.
You're damn right. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock.